Hello, hi, and welcome. Jesus, I got the fucking thing on again. Yeah, there we go. So we got basically me saying hello, hello, and welcome twice in chorus. There you are, it's in chorus. Basically, if I leave on my Twitch on my computer because it's using the desktop things, then you hear my voice echoing about 5 seconds later, and it's really stupid. So hey, technical hitch. That's the only technical hitch we have today. We're doing really well, folks, because yesterday was a clusterfuck. Not our fault. With me is I think it was Twitch. I am not taking responsibility for that particular fuck up. We abandoned it. We abandoned it like a bad idea. We're just like, nope, I'm not taking responsibility for that. That is not my fault. I am out of here. So yeah, sorry folks. Apparently can't hear you still, which is weird. Oh, I unmuted the wrong thing. That's okay. Tom said nothing interesting. And I haven't even got to the introduction bit of Tom. So you've missed nothing.
I was revealing all my darkest secrets there. I was just like unburdening myself.
You were not doing that. That is a bullshit lie, sir.
Oh,
you were talking,
no.
Do you remember the time when I accidentally left your mic on during the most of the introduction screen?
What, just last week? Yeah,
last week. Yeah, so Tom and I conversation, our genuine conversation, as we've been friends a long time, is, what drink are you having? Oh yeah, solid good summer drink that. Yeah, really nice.
Oh, lovely. That sounds refreshing.
Yeah, that sounds great. How many streams have we done? Oh yeah. Oh really? Oh, that's more than I thought. That's basically it. This is basically us. We've been friends so long, we're basically surrogate life partners.
Like a married couple.
Like a married couple. Yeah. Speaking of surrogate life partners, let me say a big hello to my pal and your possible teacher that the first time you met you thought, fucking hell, they're a bit of a hard ass, they give me a really hard time, until you realise after a while they were just trying to reach for the best of you, and they actually became your best friend to the point where you still kept in touch with them. The only teacher you did that after you left school, and then when they passed away, which Tom hasn't obviously, that you actually shed a single tear like in that movie thing. Tom DeVille.
Listen, right?
Yeah.
Just let's just have a moment here. Just look me in the eye, right?
Yeah.
We are all the masters of our own destiny.
Oh my God,
okay?
yes we are. Yes.
I don't want you to be afraid of that.
Yes,
I'm
Mr.
here with you. I'm by your side.
Thank you, sir.
We're going to go through this together. I'm going to get you through your A levels.
Sir, I don't know if I can. I think your guidance is misplaced in me. I don't think I'm worthy, sir.
I can't get you through your degree because I'm at school at university. I'm not a lecturer, all right? But I am your friend.
Thanks, Mr. DeVille. Mate, you're the best teacher.
Please, if you want to, do stand on your chairs right now.
I will stand on my chair. That's right. I'll stand on my chair. I'm going to stand. I'm going to knock over the stick in the back. I'm standing on my chair in my shorts. Standing on my chair
right now. Not that kind of love.
Oh, Captain, my Captain, that's right. Well done. So Harry doesn't know what the fuck that was. Basically, listen, I'm inside. I can wear fucking shorts and daylights. So anyway, I try and throw Tom improvisationally under the bus every time. And you know what, man? Kudos to you, Tom. You have never once let us down. That's amazing. A lot of questions about why I'm wearing... A lot of questions about what this is. This is indeed a new tattoo. I didn't pick a fight with the bear, although one day I might.
You've not lost half of your arm musculature.
I haven't been fighting bears to prove my prowess in the mocap volume.
Wow.
I got a new tattoo, so there you go. That's it. It's nothing special,
nice.
Just a big tattoo. Yeah, that's it.
Neil actually showed me a picture of it.
It's pretty good, no? It's pretty cool.
It's a picture of, like, imagine like a pen, like the pens you use to sign with.
It's a pen being strangled. 2 hands.
Yeah, it's being strangled. Also, it's got one of those big, like, red circles with a line through it, going through it. Yeah, like that.
Fuck you. Yeah, and there's lots of little fingers like this all around the pen, like slightly 3/4, like going towards the pen, like flipping at the bird everywhere. Yeah. It's not a Gustarian tattoo. It's not a tattoo of a Starian either. It's just a tattoo. All right, on that note of my boring tattoos, why don't we have a chat about what we're doing today and what's going on this week?
Yeah, shall we say hello to the mods and everyone? Say hello to the chat and mod and everyone.
Yeah, hi chat, hi mods.
Hi mods, thank you for bearing with us through this epic process.
It's been epic.
But we still have a lot more to do of.
Oh yes, so yeah. That's the thing. So, and with that on note, folks, we are going this weekend. We will probably be going into next week as well, just to finish it. The shop has been closed for a few days, because if we didn't, we wouldn't be able to finish this anytime soon, and that doesn't seem fair on anybody. We just really want to try and finish all the orders we've got. I only sign live. I don't sign off camera. So, and obviously that takes a lot of time. If it was just off camera, like, there you go. We don't want to do that. So it does take a bit of time. Obviously we like chatting, we like answering questions. With all that factor, we had to close the shop. But we are doing another one probably relatively soon. So stay tuned, and we'll let you know through socials and stuff.
Yeah, if you missed it this time,
don't worry. There'll be another one opportunity. Yeah, there'll be an opportunity.
I'll give a couple of quick shout outs before we start.
Please
I just want to shout out to Rocket Ray, who's been amazing and very generous.
Thank you.
Just gifted 25 tier 1 subs.
Thank you, Rocket Ray.
25 Rocket Ray, that's lovely. Thank you.
This pen is dedicated in sacrifice to Rocket Ray now.
Okay, yeah. Dedicate the pen. That's the first time. Oh, and Crowley Bites, which is an awesome name, also just gifted 5 tier 1. Thank you, Crowley Bites.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good. So, with that in mind, let's begin. Why not?
Let's begin.
Let's begin. The first one has no name. I started signing at the end of the last stream before it crashed yesterday. So, I did start it yesterday, but I'm going to finish it now. I don't know who this is for, so I'm going to read out the message. If you know it's yours, please, please, please tell me if you want a name on it. Otherwise, I'll just sign it blank. They wanted the quote, "I love you, I love this, and I want it all. Draw of dice." They want dice on it, please. "You did great work with the starring voice lines. Look forward to more of your work." So they want dice, probably a D20, I'm assuming, not just any old dice. But if this is yours, please let me know. And that way I can.
Can you draw a D20? I'm going to be really impressed.
Fucking draw a D20, ye of little faith.
You got skills. Neil's got multiple skills, right? Beautiful singing voice, Neil. Good sketch ability, Neil. I don't think I can draw a D20.
I can draw a D20. I can eat 50 eggs.
All right, you get into that. I'm going to give a couple of quick shout-outs to Phyto Alexian, who just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, Phyto Alexian. Great name, by the way. And Chainesto, which sounds a bit like the Green Lantern villain Sinestro, but cool. Chainesto also just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, guys.
Excuse me, sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. All right, it's not going to be great. I'm gonna be honest with you. My D20 is not great. However, it is technically a D20 because it has the right number of sides.
If you did it, it's great. By the way, Lady Lauren Green says 50 egg stream when.
50 egg stream when. I can eat 50 eggs, Tom.
That would just be the worst mukbang stream ever. Just you kind of
trying to eat 50 eggs and not throw up. Yeah.
50 boiled eggs and about 20 in, looking really nauseous.
All right. So, admittedly, the D20 is a little skinny. Firstly, the D20 is a little skinny, Tom. I'm not gonna lie. But what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and rescue it. I'm gonna put some lines in it.
Rating.
Yeah. So it's a little skinny. Not gonna lie. We don't know who this is for, so they can't. We don't know who this is for. Not gonna lie, it's a little skinny D20 here. But I think it's technically the right size if you look real close. Pretty sure this is the right numbers.
Okay.
It's only the front facing. It's pretty shit actually. It wasn't supposed to be a good D20. It was just supposed to be a D20. That's a D20. See, that's the face. See?
Hang on.
Look. See? See?
Let me see.
The gold are the little. The gold is like the little.
Dude, that's good.
That's not. I mean, it's not great, but it's a D20. It's literally
it's
what.
Better than
that's
I
what a
would
D20 would look like on this way, right?
Mine would have turned into just an absolute geometrical nightmare.
It'd be like Escher's triangles. It'll be like Escher.
Yeah, it would have been
like round.
Impossible geometry would have happened if I tried to draw it. And
Impossible Geometry is a great name for a game show, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, more shout-outs, Neil. I got to give some more shout-outs. Sweet Rosie B, gifted 5 tier 1 sub.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And Pixie, also another great name, gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you, Pixie.
So much.
Then also,
holy shit,
Misha just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. You guys,
this is for you. Cheers and everything. Thank you.
And then Deepest Sorrows just gifted 5 tier 1. So everyone's gifting 521 subs. I'm tearing up.
They got sub madness, Tom. Sub madness.
Sub madness.
Sub madness.
Look at that.
Thank you so much, folks. Thank you.
And then Tay not so short just gifted 5.
Sub madness. It spreads through the internet, Tom.
It does. It's like there's something at a I don't know, brain level.
It's like some kind of train that's hyper hysterical train of virulent.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah,
what?
Anyway, that was for somebody who wanted dice. I don't know who you are, but thank you very much indeed. Next up is for Aspen. Hey, Aspen. Hello, Neil. I'm saying this in a very gentleman streamer's voice, Tom. Hello, Neil. My name is Aspen. I love your work as a Saurian so much. I hope to request something sweet and maybe a little flirty. Lots of love. This is the Matt Berry voice. Something I'm going to do with this Matt.
You've got Matt Berry at the end.
I've got Matt Berry at the end. Hello, Neil. My name is Aspen.
Actually, you're sounding a bit like. If you've ever seen
Hello,
Prefer Blondes, Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis. You know what? When early in my career, one of the nicest compliments anybody's given me is that somebody said, and this is probably bullshit, but I took it to heart anyway because I thought that's a hell of a compliment. Somebody said that I was very like as an actor and the way I looked, I guess, that I was very. They reminded me. I reminded them of a young Tony Curtis. And I was like, "Fucking hell, that's a lie. That is a lie." But I will take that lie. I will take that lie and run with it. So thank you very much. Tony Curtis was cool. All right, this is for Aspen. This is for Aspen.
Aspen.
If I direct something that has a bit of budget, I'm gonna cast Matt Berry in anything.
Yes.
I just want to work with him. I think he's fucking brilliant.
Matt Berry should be in more. Has he been in any video games
yet?
He has
not. I'm gonna break his video game virginity.
Oh well, I think that would be really good though. I would love.
Brilliant. Hello,
yeah,
and welcome
amazing.
to your quest line information. I will be my quest giver. It'd be fucking brilliant. Anyway, so this is for Aspen. Hi, Aspen. I had a little bit of sleep, folks, so I feel a tiny bit better than yesterday.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm liking it.
Yeah. So
there's energy in the room.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with a classic. Careful, I bite. Cheeky little pup. There we go. Cool. And let's love Astarian.
Apparently he narrated a Worms game, so he has done one.
He cannot have done that because I'd like to be his first. He did Worms, really. That's fucking brilliant.
I used to love Worms. Worms is amazing.
Worms is awesome. They fucked up after Armageddon, and then it all went a bit downhill, a bit stupid.
Yeah, maybe.
They overcomplicated it, Tom.
I think Armageddon was the last one that I had.
Yeah, Armageddon was the last good one. Everything else was a bit meh.
Yeah.
A bit hard. Anyway, the original Worm is awesome. World's Worm Party is not bad either. Yes. Waiting.
I've not played that one, I have to confess.
So that's for Aspen. Thank you very much, Aspen. Thank you, Aspen. Tim Downey.
Thank you, Aspen.
Tim Downey's worked with Matt Berry because he was in Toast of London.
Of course, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, Season Toast of London, playing one of the two producers that Matt.
That's right. That
Toast hates.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
He's the one that's not Clem Fandango.
Yeah,
he's like the one. Yeah. Like, Stephen, can we just do that again?
Yeah. He's that guy. So this is for Kona. And Tim Downey, by the way, is awesome in this game, and he's become a friend and a lovely human being. I'm so honoured to know Tim. He's fucking brilliant. Anyway, if you want somebody to do dry, sarcastic humour when you're not entirely sure if they're being sarcastic, but you love it anyway, Tim Downey's your man. He's so fucking good at that. He's very, very niched. This is for Kona. Amazing job with Astarian. Love your goofy little menace. Something cute or funny if possible, and or are or able to. Can and or able to. It's very close to a can and are or able to. Up to you. So thank you. And this is for Kona. So something cute or funny. Something cute and short. Little.
I am too pretty, you're right,
I am too
suggests
pretty, you're
Noel
right.
Walden.
I'm pretty sure I did say that. Some of these are a bit not canonical. I want canonical ones, obviously. We want canonical ones.
I think that one sounds canonical. We
I am
established
too pretty,
yesterday.
you're right. I'm pretty sure that was true. Is that true, folks?
Something troubling you, or did you just miss me? Because,
Something troubling you.
oh, I like Cassiopeia Cosmos. Just never listen to your second thoughts. They always spoil the fun.
We'll save that. We'll save that one in our back pockets. I like the one too. I like the pretty one. So can we got what's the how does the pretty one go again? I am too pretty. You're
I'm
right.
going to scroll back and try and find it.
Where is it? I think it's I am too pretty. You're right, or something like that.
I am too pretty. You're right.
I am too pretty. You're right. Yeah, I'll do that. We haven't done that one before. I am too pretty. You're right.
Janelle says it comes after the weird drow. I don't know what that means. I mean, drow is, but apparently there's a weird drow in the game, and that's when the Starian says it.
I know what that is. I don't know how to go about it because I actually don't know. So, although I was doing in-game movements, I don't know the design of the game very well in that sense. So I don't know how to activate these things where they are, but I know what that means. This is for Kona. I am too pretty. You're right. Yes, so there you go. And this is taking my mind off the fact that I have a sore arm right now, so thank you very much. That's for Conan.
So people are just right. It is a tattoo.
It's
it is.
Tattoo.
People,
I didn't fight a bear.
You know,
we should have fucking lied, Tom. We missed a trick here. I should have said, today I fell into a zoo cage and I fought a bear. But this is a lie. I don't go to zoos unless I'm researching animals for work, because I don't like zoos very much, but it's a very good way to research animal behaviour for characters. But I could have lied. And so I was researching a bear, I fell in and I fought a bear and I won. But I got this.
And I was that bear.
And Tom was that bear. That's right. The werebear. The werebear. Yeah. I like the idea of Astarian reading bedtime. Kids stories. Are you sitting comfortably? Well, I'll begin, darlings.
I'll begin, darlings.
I think it's fucking brilliant. I think it's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Right. Next up is from Michelle, and we should take a question.
Yeah.
Could you please add? My pretty consort, I don't like to see doubt cast upon your face. Fear not, you are mine. Alright, cool, we can do that. Sorry, Tom, I interrupted you there, love.
I'm just looking at questions for you.
Oh, by the way, folks, you can ask Tom questions about writing and directing too, because he's an amazing writing director. So the questions are open for both of us.
There are a couple around for me, and there are many for you. Good. So let's do one for you to start with.
Okay.
This is from Haley Paley, and they ask, has there been a project that you've worked on that you'd like to return to?
Nope. No.
You wouldn't like to return to them?
Oh, wait, are you talking... I think, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Do they mean like to return to do in a different way? Or do they mean like to return to because it was so good and you want to do another one? Because if it's the latter...
I'm assuming that like it means like if there was a
sequel,
you know, like if a character...
Totally. Of course I would. Yeah. Most of the project, I think all the projects I've done, I'm trying to think if there's a project that the story ran out in terms of like the story had its finality and shouldn't be touched. I die in most of the games I play in, honestly. But no, I don't think there's. I think there's most of the games I've done. I'd love to revisit. Yes, absolutely. If they mean, going back to a project to do it differently. No, I'm really happy with all the work that I did.
I don't think it is that. I think it basically means like you really enjoyed it. Like the character.
Oh, in which case I'd revisit everything, yeah. I'd revisit Kamsky, I'd do another thing for Gavin Reed.
More of the same.
Yeah, I definitely do stuff with Astarian, obviously. Heisenberg I'd love to do more with. Yeah, sure. And Nikolai as well. Anything, yeah. Yeah, there's loads of games I would love to revisit. As long as it's like revisiting to do more of as opposed to going back to the original work. So I'm happy with all the work, and the directors made their choices, and I stick by them because obviously it's their vision, not mine. Sorry, I'm just going to finish this off. But if you mean revisiting, no. But if you mean continuing, yes, absolutely, loads of them. Yeah, that's a big yes.
I should also add that a writer friend of mine once said to me, "It's pointless asking if a writer or an actor wants to do more of the same because they will always say yes.
Of course,
because it's a fucking job.
It's a fucking job. We want to work. And we love our job. We want to do more.
We want to work. So like,
there's only been a couple of characters I've done in TV and film that I definitely wouldn't go back to because their story finished.
Sure.
A character I played called Simon Walker in something, and his character, he had a definite end, and no, I don't want to revisit that character. That character is done, and is dead, and should remain dead, and that was a fun death. I put a lot of work into that fight sequence that turned into his death, and it was good. So no, don't want to revisit him because he's dead now. So but that's a good example of how I wouldn't want to go back. Yeah, this is for Michelle. Thank you very much indeed. And that quote is on there for you, signed by Starion and myself. Next up is for Cosmo. Hi, Cosmo. I would be honoured, your handsome vampire, for a cheeky, flirty quote. Say hi to Strad for me. Hello, Strad. I've got turmeric on my tongue. It's a bit yellow, isn't it? Well,
what?
I've been drinking a turmeric tea. It's very yellow.
I've not been looking at your tongue, but now I'm going to really
it's really yellow. That's not me not looking after myself, folks. I'm drinking literally here a turmeric tea. It's really look at that. Look at that.
Turmeric is very good for you. So
it's very good for you, but it stains like crazy. So my tongue's all yellow. My tongue's all yellow. It's turmeric. Yeah, I like it because it's nice and healthy. Anyway, this is for Cosmo. Hello, Cosmo. Something cheeky and flirty, if that's okay. And hello to the mods again. Thank you so much for all your help with this, and thank you to chat for offering up these lines. We really appreciate it. You're perfect every time. Yeah, I like that one. You're perfect every time. Oh, cheeky flirty. Why not? My next character is going to be so boring. I hope. Not cheeky, not flirty, just really like all about the accounts. You know what I mean? I'm going to play that kind of character. Really about facts and accounts and arguments that don't really have any ending, just about useless shit that nobody cares about. That's the next character that I'll play. Apparently not. So here we go. So that's this is for Cosmo. Thank you very much, Cosmo. Boop. There you go. And thanks very much for that, folks. Next up, we have for Mary. Inspirational but romantic. Lycostarian and his lover are facing a battle soon, but have time to say one thing beforehand: honk. I don't think they want me to write honk. I think they want me something inspirational or romantic. It's their last time together before they die, potentially. It's that sort of thing. So yes, anything for Mary. Thanks, Mary, as well. Nice. That's a nice, lovely idea for a quote. It's always a pleasure seeing you on here. Now you're all mine and I'm all yours until morning at least. Not sure if is that a thing? Until the worlds fall down. Is that a quote? Part of a quote? Yeah, something along that until the worlds fall down. I'm pretty sure I did say something like that. I don't know what the future holds, but I know we'll be facing it together. Perfect. I don't know what the future holds.
I love that one.
But I know we'll be facing it together. Come on, Pen. Wake up.
There's loads of good questions coming in at the moment.
Cool, hit it. Let's do it.
This one is that's one specifically about BD3. And I've just lost it. Hang on, sorry. I got cocky and I scrolled up and I went too far.
Kid. You got cocky.
I did. Where is it? Sorry.
It's for Mary. Thanks. I'm blowing on it, as you see. You now have my mic.
Sorry, it's coming as soon as.
Thanks, Mary. And whilst Tom is fiddling around with whatever it is you're doing under
the
table, Tom.
I know. I can't believe it. I was so excited about that question. It was a fun question.
This is for Imrit. Go ahead, Tom.
This is from Aurea 1987. Did they have different sized or height actors for the tabs? I'm currently playing a buff female and I love it so much. Feels great to be represented in a game. I was wondering if you had tall women on set for this.
For the tabs?
Yeah, because there are different player models. Like some are bigger, some are smaller. We're both playing pretty large women.
Yes, we are. We are actually. They're actually medium sized. There is a thing called strong human, which is male and female, which is even bigger than the ones we're playing. So here's the thing. So the mocap was done by many different people. They scaled the models up and down. However, I can tell you that I played a strong male. The tabs, the actors of which I've posted all their names and stuff, so and there's 8 of them, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But all the tabs played their own character version of the player voice. So although they don't strictly have a named character, they're all slightly different in terms of they built characters for them when the actors came to play them, which was a very interesting way of working. So all the actors would come forward, they'd sort of mini workshopped on the day or just before with Pitstop Productions, the directors there, to come up with a sort of idea of a character. So I think Pitstop had the idea, gave them to the actors auditioned for those roles, and they put their own spin on it as well. So you have like more scholarly, more brash, more arrogant, or more shy, etc., etc. So each voice is slightly different because of that. The actors make these kind of nice choice, which is very cool. In terms of the motion capture, although they did the performance capture stuff a lot, we, myself and the small team of mocap actors in the UK, also the teams in Kuala Lumpur, in Canada, and also in Ghent, of which I was a part of that as well. We also played loads of different types of characters. So a lot of the time there's a generic sort of model that will then get changed and scaled. So there's a player character model in this scene that I might play, for instance, where I enter a scene as the player, or I climb some steps as the player, look back and speak to one of the companions, for instance. That will then work for different types of models, even though it's the player character. So when we shot it, we'd be like, okay, you are the player character, of which you could be anything. We occasionally did passes, passes meaning we do several takes of the same sequence for the height differences. So there's a strong male or strong female models. I'm not ignoring gender here, folks. I'm just saying that's what they were called. There was female archetype, male archetype. That's nothing about pronouns and preferred gender. That's just what they use technically, because there's only 2 types of models, right? So that would then get scaled up and down. You might be a tiefling. All kinds of things would change, but essentially that would be the raw data for these 2 things. Yep. And then, and sometimes not even that. Sometimes it would just be a neutral player character that would work for female and male presenting, right? So sometimes the height thing would be the issue, and because including Dragonborn, I just saw that Dragonborn, same thing. The Dragonborn would just fit into that model. Everything would fit into that model. So this one model would be all different types of genders and also different types of races, all from that same movement. Okay, so the only difference would be is, especially if we're doing interactions like kissing or like handing something to somebody, you would get the 2 actors together, and one person would then have to be playing like up, and the other person would play down, because the height difference for gnomes and halflings and dwarfs, for instance. So that was the only kind of major variation that we had to do several times, which would be the variant, which would be height. Body type doesn't matter, which is cool, and also gender doesn't matter, and also race doesn't matter in the game, like the different fantasy races I'm talking about.
But also in terms of representation, for instance, you did have some tall women working on
if you're talking about that's the motion capture side. That's the motion capture side. If you're talking about performance capture in terms of representation of the different types of people, we've had every type of human being you can have in the volume. We have very tall women, we have very short women, very tall gender fluid people, very short gender fluid people. We've had tall and short men. We've had, including representation in terms of sexuality, including representation in terms of ethnic background as well. So the main prerequisite for voices, with the few exceptions, was that it was going to be British Isles accents and also including Irish accents as well with that, because obviously Ireland is separate. So Northern Irish was okay, Irish was okay, and the British Isles. That's what the accent pitch was. So Maggie Robertson, who's American, does an amazing British accent, so did it British. J.K. Simmons did it as an American accent, but it's kind of okay. But the idea was we were pitching the accents roughly in this place. Apart from that, anything goes, which as it should be. So we want Larian and us. We all felt it was important to represent. We've had trans actors on the roster, which is amazing. I think one of them actually does play a trans character as well, because they want proper representation. The player character can be trans as well, which is awesome, as well as gender fluid, non-binary, as well as cis male, cis female, and straight, and everything in between. So it's very cool. I think this game is considering. You have to understand that when we make changes like pronoun changes, there is a huge ripple effect to add all that stuff in. And Larian did it because they really feel passionate about all this stuff. So kudos to them. But it's a lot of work. But going back to the original question, there's great representation. But in terms of motion capture in-game stuff or generic cinematics, you only need one actor to do it, and that model then can be fitted onto the player character as you make your selection and set what your character looks like. You only need one person to do that. This is for Imret. This is seems BG3 clearly lacks dialogue about tieflings. Karlak? What are you talking about? No, Karlak is a tiefling, right? So
yeah,
could you write and then romance? What are you talking about? There's a lot of Karlak who's a tiefling stuff going on. Anyway, let's not split hairs. So
we haven't met Karlak yet, but I'm
Karlak's in there. If you don't know, it's going to be good.
Karlak.
Yeah, Karlak's a great character.
Hot tamale as well.
It's a hot mama. We might fight over her because I don't know if I'm going to be able to romance Astarion with my current build, and the fact that you are holding us back as a good person, well, that might be difficult to romance Astarion. We're just going to settle for the friend zone, so I might have to go after Karlak.
I'm not holding us back. I'm lifting us up. Thank you.
You might be too good for the whole Astarion fucking thing.
I'm all about the free love.
Well, it's not that. It's whether or not he rejects you because you do too many good things. I'm working on it, kids. I'm working on it. All right, so could you please write some flirty romantic joke about my heroin horns? I wrote, which is not canonical, feeling a little horny with a ellipsical like ... like I waited, and then I'm going to add cheek little pup afterwards. Cheeky little pup. And that's what you get. So thank you very much for waiting for that. Cool. And we're going to keep pushing on, folks. So that is for Imret. Thank you very much indeed, Imret. An interesting name as well. Cool name. Okay, next up is for Mary. Hi, Mary. This is scene. Where are we? Oh, here we go. Please, something sweet and flirty with just a soupçon of fang. Actually, just a bit. I thought I'd add the soupçon. That was funny. You're doing great. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, Mary. So they just wanted the hint of a fang in the line. A bit flirty, sweet, just the hint of a fang. I can't help myself. You look so delicious is perfect. Thank you. I can't help myself. You look so delicious. That's great. Amazing. Well done. Groovy. Just to remind you folks, tomorrow is playthrough day. We're carrying on with our playthrough tomorrow. This is for Mary. Thank you very much indeed. So Tom and I are playing through with our own characters, Azra and Bowie. Astarion's in party. And we're having a hoot, even though it's been a bit of a fucking nightmare at times. Actually,
I'm excited where we are at. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen.
Man, this is fucking Act 1. Wait to get to Act 2. Some really cool shit. The end of Act 1's really good as well. It's really good. So yeah, some very cool shit. And I honestly don't know a lot about Act 3 beyond various responses to quest lines and things. So this Act 3 is going to be a mystery even for me. Right, I'm just going to listen to something. Okay. Because there's a message from somebody.
And then if it's shareable,
if it's shareable, I will share it.
He's listening. It might be a
Might be,
long.
might not be. I think I'm gonna keep it for me. Sorry, folks. Thank you very much, Mary. I loved your message and appreciate you. Don't know if it's personal or not, so I'm gonna keep it personal. That's cool. But thank you very much indeed. All right, so sorry about that, folks. I just don't think it's fair. Where are we? I have no idea what we're doing. Should we ask a question while I take another one? This is for Haley.
Yes,
Winther.
I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one now.
Yeah,
for
please,
me.
please. This
Also,
is for Haley Winther. Haley Winther.
Oh, Haley.
Yeah.
Red Panda Kitty 107 just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Oh,
thank you, Red Panda Kitty. That was to celebrate their sign. They just had their thing signed. So.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. You go ahead, Tom, because I've got a flirty, sassy line in my head right now.
So this is a question from Bumblebed that was asked a few days ago. We've got all the questions. By the way, if you ask a question, it doesn't get answered straight away. They are all noted down, and we will get to them eventually if we can.
Yeah.
So the question for Bumblebed from me, which is oh no, hang on, wrong one. How do you get into a creative mood? I'm struggling for ideas and I'm not sure what to do. So this is the simple answer to this is go and look at other stuff. Go and look at other stuff. Go and read other things. Go and watch stuff, TV or films. Go and look at pictures. Look at artwork. Look at things, and occasionally something will speak to you in a way. Maybe you'll see a picture or an image and you'll think, oh, that image is really amazing. I think I can see a way this will inspire a story, or I think of a story, or it could go in a story somewhere. And I kind of collect stuff like that. Like if I'm online and I see like a spooky image or an image that inspires me somewhere or another, I'll keep it. And I just have a big file which is just inspirational images, and occasionally I'll just flick through it. Often what I'll also do is when I'm writing a new story, when I come up with a new idea, I'll then go to that file and look through it and find images that I think could fit into that idea and put them in. You can do it on Pinterest as well, I guess, if you want to. But then also, yeah, like I said, go and read stories. You never know. Suddenly an idea in a story might pop out to you. And obviously don't copy that idea, but if it gives you your own idea, that's great. Go on an adventure. Go out. Go do something you've never done before. Go to a place you've never been before. Maybe you'll see something or meet someone, and again, they'll give you an idea. There are loads of different ways to get ideas, and you can't really force it. You've just got to be open to it. You've got to just be open to the possibility of it, and keep looking. Like I said, reading and watching stuff is the most important way of doing it.
Yeah. But
living as well. Like I moved to a new town last year. It gave me an idea. My first 6 months experience here gave me an idea for a whole novel. So I'm not saying you have to move house every time you want to think of something new. I'm just saying it can happen. Anyway, there you go.
Good answer.
That's my advice on that.
I saw a question in a second I'm going to answer already, so I'm going to take a question that I've already seen in a second. But that was a really good answer, and inspiration, you can't force it. That's a nice takeaway from that, Tom. You can't force inspiration.
You can't force it, but you can...
You can help it.
You can help it. Yeah, that's the best way. That's a great way of putting it. You can't... But, you just got to learn to be receptive, and those moments where you suddenly see something or hear something, you're like, oh, that gives me an idea. Sometimes you don't even know where the idea is going to fit immediately, so just take a note of it, and then maybe down the line you'll think of another idea, and you're suddenly like, oh, these two ideas fit together, and that's
cannibalize
the story.
Stuff into them. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. What was the small question?
Well, first I'm going to do some more prints because I think time is pushing.
Okay.
But then I've got a question to answer. This is for Rekka, which I signed during Tom's. There's an acute accent over the E, and my apologies. Rika, with an acute accent.
Rika.
This is for Rika. Originally from Transylvania, so let's go full stereotypical on this one. A message from one vampire to another. I said,
awesome.
I might, with a little emphasis on the I might be the most powerful vampire in the world. On your knees. Love a story.
Ooh, love it.
Vampires are like cats. It's not often they get on. And they're pretty territorial, babes. So whether you're from Transylvania or not, yeah, that's what a Starring would say. Next up is fun. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not actually trying to pick a fight with you. This is for Pierce. As in to thrust something into somebody. I mean, like a weapon. I mean, like a sword. I mean, something metallic. Fuck me. All right. Sorry. My tongue, by the way, is yellow because I'm drinking turmeric tea. I don't have jaundice or something. I'm totally fine. My tongue might be a bit yellow because I'm drinking turmeric tea. Okay. This is for Pierce. Something soft and kind, as Starring might say if he doesn't think anyone is listening. You're not alone in this. None of us are. There you go. You're not alone in this. None of us are. I was going to say, I love you. No, he doesn't want anybody to hear him say something like that. So I'm going to say this as a kind word, if that's cool. Yeah. Cool, groovy. And there's still a heart on his bottom. My fangs are up here, darling. All right, that's for Pierce. Thank you very much. That's for you. Next up, we have Carmine. Carmine? Or Carmine? Or Carmine? Carmine is my Tav. Watching Carmine and Starring grow beside each other has been a joy. Can you write something sweet and encouraging? So I've done the same one a few times. I want to do something different. Sweet and encouraging for Carmine. Not that you're not alone in this. I've done that a few times. You've got this, darling. I've got you. Is that something I said? I can't remember. Nothing romantic. Please. Encouraging, supporting folks. That's a good one. I'm with you, my dear, wherever this leads.
Hey, they're perfect. Perfection.
There you go, that's for Carmine. Thank you very much indeed, Carmine. Yes, my tongue is yellow a little bit because I'm drinking turmeric tea. No, I'm not ill. It's fine, don't worry. It's just tea, folks. All right, next up is for Jaina. Can you use something cute and quirky, like Astarion and myself? Like Astarion and me. Name of my novel. Name of my biography. Autobiography. Best-selling autobiography, sorry. Sorry. Saying weird fantasies there. Jaina, so something cute or quirky, not necessarily sexy, flirty, please, folks. I'm all pointy ears, my love. That's really fun.
That's great. We haven't had that one before as well.
No, we haven't. I'm all pointy ears, my love. Is it my love or my dear?
My love. Hang on. Where is it?
Pointy love is love, yeah. Well, pointy
is love, yeah.
Love. Okay. Come on, pen. Just deal with it. Deal with the fear. I'm not going to throw you if you behave. Yeah. So that's for Jaina. Jaina. I don't know why I did that. Jaina. Thank you for voting, Jaina. Sorry. The question I had earlier, because we're going to take a break in 5 minutes just for a hydration break. We're not going anywhere, folks. The question we had earlier was about, are there any disabled actors in motion capture? The answer is yes, there are. I've had the wonderful pleasure of working with some actors with disabilities in the past. There's a fantastic guy, Brian. What's Brian's surname? I've forgotten his surname now. Ugh. It's been a while since I've seen him. It's about 4 years since I've seen him. Brian. The name's going to come to me in the break. I will try and remember because he's such a cool guy. He's deaf. He's a deaf actor. And he's an amazing movement artist, absolutely spectacular. And I was directing a scene where he was playing background artist, a waiter, in fact. And he was so funny, and he improvised so much within the context of the scene appropriately, that not only did I just let the camera, the volume roll, the sort of capture roll, But he stole the show. I actually stopped looking at the leads and just watched his performance because he was so good. So yeah, he was amazing. There was another actor that I worked with who, again, this is about 8 years ago, whose name I cannot remember, who had, I think it's cerebral palsy. I can't quite remember. So again, folks, this is like something that's been going on a long time ago. I think it's cerebral palsy. Yeah, it's movement and coordination. Was it cerebral palsy? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a motor neuron. No, it wasn't. It wasn't cerebral palsy. Sorry, something that sounds very similar to cerebral palsy. Anyway, he had major issues with movement, and his body moved in a very particular way, and it wasn't in a sort of classical humanoid shape. It was very contorted and twisted, but he was very strong, and he used to work as a wrestler, and he used to work as a sort of an action actor and stuff like that. And he used to get work because he could do a lot of really cool movements for creature work. He was limited, obviously, in many ways, but the stuff he could do, he did incredibly well. And so he played creatures, which was really fascinating. I can't remember exactly the condition that he has. I will try and remember and find it if I can. I don't think it was cerebral palsy, it was something else. But his body is quite contorted because of the condition. Really amazing guy, really super awesome person to work with, very lovely as well. So he was another disabled actor. The tricky part comes in certain disabilities are just prohibitive. For instance, I never work with a blind actor in the volume. I've worked with a blind actor on TV and film, but not in the volume. The reason is it's a little trickier in some ways because the set isn't complete. It's usually like missing everything apart from a block on the floor that denotes a wall. So it can be a bit hazardous. The thing is, you should be able to work with a blind actor in the volume. I just haven't yet. It would be great. I'd love to work with other actors that have disabilities because, quite frankly, I don't see them as disabilities like many people like they do. It's like the condition they have, the situation they have, and how do you make that work? And how does that work for it? The problem comes when you need them to fill rigs that have to be a very specific shape. If their bodies can't go into that shape, then they can't play it. And that's not a prejudice at all. That's a technical requirement that if they cannot, for instance, raise their arms above their heads like this, and they need to, then they cannot do that movement. They just can't. You have to get somebody else to do it. So performance capture, again, shouldn't make a difference whatsoever in many ways. Motion capture, it would, because you need the people to be able to fill the rigs. And that's the problem there. So again, it's not prejudice. It's just that you physically need somebody to do that. But yes, actors with disabilities absolutely can work in the volume, and they have. I hope that answers your question. Rambling a bit. Yes.
Rambling.
Tom's gone very
You did it.
flat.
You did it. You got there. Should we do one more thing, and then break time?
Indeedy. Next up is for Delaney, maybe. Thanks for being so inspiring. I'm not sure if I'm inspiring, but thank you for that. I would love a Gustarian doodle. You should have one. Something else. And a Gustarian themed quote. Oh, we have loads of those. That's funny. Gustarian, if you don't know, comes from a situation I found myself in with Blue Owl's medic, who's coming along later on to help us, when she asked who would make a good goose. Of the characters I played, Gustarian was the only one that came to mind. Quotes that he has are things like, "Is that your sandwich? Not anymore." It came from us playing Untitled Goose Game as well, which was really fun, where you're basically a little bastard goose and you just ruin everybody's day by causing mayhem. So yeah, Gustarian. Honk. It's pronounced honk. Is that your sandwich? Not anymore. Not anymore. Ha. Honk. We also said canonically that Astarian, we believe, is a graffiti artist, an early tagger, and he puts Gustarians all over Baldur's Gate. And then, Oh, I see that interesting artist named Gustarian has left one of his amazing works of arts. Gustarian. Gustarian. The name rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? And it seems that
Does he
nobody
pretend
realizes.
that it's like Banksy, like no one knows who it
He
is?
stands in the crowd when they first discover it and go, my goodness, that's so incredibly brave and interesting. What art? People look at him like, you're a fucking nutter.
It's you, mate. It's you, mate.
Gustarian. Clearly it's you. No, not at all. Sheer coincidence. But man, what a genius. So he said, it's just a fucking goose. Oh, it's just a fucking goose. Just like, that kind of stuff. He gives himself away a little bit. So there you go. This is for Delaney. That's your Gustarian. Is that your sandwich? Not anymore. And that's the thing for that as well. So with that, folks, we're going to take a little hydration break. So please get your snacks and hydration. We'll be signing again afterwards. I'll be going quite long tonight. Blue, Al's medic, is coming in to take over from Tom, who's been awesome. Thank you, Tom. But yeah, take a little break. We're definitely going to need one, and we're taking breaks on the hour throughout the signing as well. All right, that's it. Meet back here in 5:10. Yeah? You know where do you know where we part, Tom?
Guys.
Do you know where we part?
Yeah.
You know where we part? You know where we part? By the vampire lot. By the vampire lot. All right. See you in a bit, folks. Bye.
See ya.
Roaming free in the world, trials and tales untold. Roaming free in the world, trials and tales untold. We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. Vagabonds are we, unlikely heroes to see. We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
Living free in the world,
Roaming free in the
seven
world.
mysteries untold.
We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Vagabonds are we,
Vagabonds are we,
heroes you will see.
we'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
The tale begins, night falls and dims. We'll laugh and we'll sing as the story we shall bring and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
Find and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Hi. That's it. Hi. No razzmatazz. No. How you doing?
Hi.
Wow. Jesus Christ. That's it. Yeah, technical errors. That's what we got.
Is it all? What are the technical issues now? Can people hear me? Is a question I
They
have.
can hear you, they can hear me, and they can also hear my phone that was on the window. So that's why they heard my voice again twice. So yeah, fucked up again. Brilliant. Just to make it very clear to folks, we do this for a lark. We're professional streamers. No, we're not professional streamers. We're gentlemen streamers, aren't we, Tom?
Yeah.
We're gentlemen streamers.
Yeah.
We're gentlemen.
We are.
No, we're not professional.
We are.
We fuck up.
Yeah.
So that's what happens.
Beast.
Yeah.
Says Lonley Fangs in chat.
Just-
Mr. Klim was in chat a
Hey,
minute
Mr.
ago.
Klim.
I don't know if he's still there. I think he came in while we were on break.
Somebody just said, "Huzzah, the gentlemen streamers! Huzzah, indeed!"
Huzzah indeed.
So
Huzzah,
Mr. Klim
huzzah.
Dance is one of our vagabonds. If you don't know what the vagabonds are,
Yeah.
we do a Warhammer Fantasy roleplay group, which we've taken hiatus for. We've hit the halfway mark in season 2. It's on YouTube. It's on this channel. We're missing a few episodes here and there, but sorry about that. But basically, you can see most of it over the last 4 years. I think it is. We play a tabletop roleplay game. It's really fun. It's very funny, and it's been great. It's been really fun to do it. So Mr. Klim is one of our players. We also have Jess Nestling, who plays Viconia in Baldur's Gate 3, who's awesome. She's also the singer on the song. That was a song from the Vagabonds. That's our theme tune. And we also have the wonderfully talented actor, comedian Einel Tomlinson from Horrible Histories and also from a whole bunch of video games, including Final Fantasy 16, amongst many more. And he's also a regular as well. So yeah, if you want to join us, yeah, please do. That's not going to be starting probably till October, November time. Sorry, Clem. We've got a lot of stuff to get on with. I've got a lot of work on and try to clear the decks, and that's probably going to be October, autumn, around Halloween actually. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I want to say around Halloween, dude.
Good.
That'd be a nice way to start again. Around that time, maybe not on Halloween, but around that time. Next up, getting back into it, is for Lisa Hill. Hi, Lisa.
Yeah.
Hello, Lisa. Hello, darling.
Hello,
Lisa. Hello. They would like, careful, I bite, cheeky little pup quote, on which I can absolutely do very easily. Careful.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go quick shout out to Nina's. Nina's watching you. Nina's watching you, who has also just gifted. I think they already did it before, but they've gifted another 5 subs. Thank you, Nina's
thank
watching
you very
you.
much. And thanks to everybody that's been subbing. We really appreciate that. The money we
Yeah, you
use.
guys are awesome.
The money we use for the channel, as I say, we do this kind of more for lark than anything else, but really really love the support. And we try and use the money to buy laptops and things like that we need to actually run the systems. So everything we try and pour as much back into this as possible. Also another note with that some of the money from the signing and also the subs will be going towards the Hawaiian Relief Fund. We're going to be following the more official ones, the ones that we know are dedicated to that. So the money gets there, and a little portion of that, and also a portion of this signing will also be going towards the Hawaiian Relief Fund. So thank you very much.
Yes.
Anybody's asking about the arm tattoo? No big deal. Could have fought a bear. Didn't go with the
We
line.
need to pin that. Neil's had a tattoo done. His arm is fine.
That's right. Much to my mother's chagrin, Tom, I've got yet another tattoo.
My baby!
Oh,
You ruined yourself!
You look so something other than not what I want. This is... Sorry, she doesn't talk like that at all. My mum's actually really cool. So anyway, this is another person left me a message, so I'm going to listen to this in private, in case it's very private. And if it's not, I'll share it. Why not? So yeah, I just don't want to piss anybody off.
He's listening. They all. I have a theory that all of these are just saying what a great bum he has. You've got a fabulous bottom, Neil.
I do. How do people know what my bum looks like? But yes, I do. I like my bottom. I like my posterior, darling. How do you know that I have a nice bum? But I'll take it. And yes, that's absolutely everything you said is true. How do you know that? Oh, Starian's bum. Sorry, I think it was mine. Anyway, this is for Felix. I'm going to keep that private because it's a nice, lovely message. I appreciate you, Felix. Thank you very much. Something meaningful and a little flirty from Starian. P.S. Starian is not beating the Premager lookalikes allegations. Oh, that's for Barbie, which I still fucking haven't seen. I really want to see it. I've just been too busy. So I'm going to go and take myself off to the cinema next week, hopefully, to go and see Barbie.
But what lookalikes? Sorry,
I don't know the reference purely because I haven't seen the movie, but it's something like Preminger lookalike allegations. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
It's
okay.
something to do with Barbie, I know that, but I don't want to know because I want to see the movie, so don't spoil it, folks. Anyway, this is a Felix, a little flirty and meaningful for them, and it's a short one, please. I don't write essays here, not essays. Just full of surprise. Not quite, folks. Little flirty, just full of surprises, aren't you? Not quite. Thank you, though. We appreciate it. Oh, darling, I love the way you think. Yeah, that sounds like something I've said. Okay, I'll do that. Oh, darling, I love the way you think. I'm going to do that.
Would you like a wee question?
I'd like a wee dram of questions, please, Tom. As I come from Aberdeen, and I'd like a wee dram of questions. My tongue is yellow because I've been drinking turmeric tea, not because I'm ill. Just, again, there's like 3 things you need to know about the stream. Not ill, turmeric tea, tattoo on the arm, and whatever the other thing is as well, every 5 minutes.
And we just have like a whole set of pins that we just pin
they just float across the screen.
condition.
Tattoo, not ill, turmeric, and something else, what are the other things?
Yeah.
This is for Felix, and thank you very much for your lovely message, Felix, which I'm not going to share, but I appreciate that enormously, so thank you very much.
I've got a wee question for you.
Give me a wee dram of questioning there, Tommy.
This is from Christine Chi.
Christine Chi!
Question. As an actor, and especially as a voice actor,
As an actor.
how do you take care of your voice?
Good question.
Especially if you have a demanding job that takes a toll on your voice.
Yes.
How do you best take care of the health and quality of it? Very specific. And has there ever been a job where you had to take a longer break because of voice struggles?
Yeah, sure. Several things, 3 things actually. Firstly, I kind of want to get away from the idea of voice actor and actor. I think that it's actor. Doing voice work is a better way of saying it. It's not like I get offended by that at all. I just think it's important because I think with us trying to raise the bar of video game work collectively, with all the actors involved, and also the fact that video games are way more respected as a storytelling medium now than they used to be, say, 20 years ago or 15 years ago when I started. Actors a better term, not voice actors. So VAs, I get it, it's distinctive. However, none of us were just purely VAs on this. We weren't just actors that were doing voice. We did performance capture as well as voice. It was an acting gig in the very true essence. It was movement and voice. So we're not voice actors. We're actors. Secondly, I warm up my voice. I do warm-ups in the house alone, or when people are around, even my daughter's around and stuff. At least 3 times a week, like in the shower or something. I do a proper voice warm-up, and also when I'm working, I do it every single time I'm working on top of that. And vocal warm-ups take anywhere between 20 minutes up to an hour if you really want to. I find that it's impractical. Mine tend to be about 20 minutes. In a push, in a pinch, if I'm really desperate for time, they can only be 10 minutes, but there'll just be something to warm the voice up properly. And I learnt to sing. Tom, you say I have a nice singing voice. I don't really think I have a nice singing voice. I've got a good karaoke voice because I give it some welly, but thank you. But yes, I'm lucky that my voice is quite malleable and pretty strong. So that's how you look after your voice. Learn to sing, do voice technique training, and also do warm-ups every day. At least 3. I'd say at least minimum. If you're not working 3 times a week, at least 4 maybe. And if you are working, that plus every day you're working, or just do it the whole week. Give yourself a day off as well. A voice day off. Try and avoid talking if you can. That's impossible sometimes, especially with me. Lastly, do I take breaks? No, I'm very lucky that I work all the time, and usually I have projects that overlap, so I don't tend to be able to take a rest. What usually happens occasionally, very occasionally, is my voice and body give out. I get burnt out, but not often, but occasionally it happens spectacularly. It happened on this twice, on Baldur's Gate 3, which in 4 years is pretty good. It's pretty good going. And my voice totally burnt out, my body burnt out, and I had to get Pit Stop Productions, who were lovely, gave me 2 days off, mandatory 2 mandatory days off, and said, you are not coming in, we're cancelling your sessions, you need to rest. So I was lucky, I was very, very well looked after. And occasionally it happens, especially if you get a cold or something, you can't much you can do about that. You just have to look after yourself and hope it holds. And if it doesn't, then you have to recover. It's just there's no way around it. The main thing is that you have to learn how to use it properly, folks. Learn how to project, not scream in that way. And if you are screaming, you're doing it in a way that's controlled and looking after yourself. That just takes practice and training. And there's no quick fix to that. You just have to learn how to use it. Alrighty, this is for Moriri. I can't even pronounce that. That's amazing. Moruri. Moruri? Wow, what an amazing name. Mor, M-O-R-R-U-I-R-I. Moruri. Moruri.
Moruri.
Wow.
Moruri?
Amazing name. Feels Celtic, actually, in a way. Anyway, maybe something sweet but vampirically flirty from the vampire companion of all time to might have more. Ah, I get it. Much love from a desolate Ohio. Ohio's not desolate. It is pretty rural though. Yes, no problem at all. This is for you. So, more. Fancy a bite to eat. Kev. Then I'm going to add proper canon on it. This isn't canon, but I'm going to add some stuff. Fancy a bite to eat. Cheeky little pup. That's definitely a line from it. Fancy a bite to eat. There you go. So we need to add that in at the end as well. Love Astarion. Do you want to do questions on while I'm rattling through this?
Yeah, I'll do a quick one for me. This is from Magnetonly Bands.
Yeah.
As a writer, how do you get around to actually finishing a piece of writing? I'm currently in university of a writing degree, and my Achilles heel is actually finishing my writing pieces. How do you feel most satisfied? Well, so here you've kind of answered your first question with your second thing. How do you feel most satisfied? By finishing something. It is the best thing. If you're a writer and you are writing something, honestly, I will tell you the best thing is when you get to the end of a story, you finish it. It is the best feeling. It is honestly better than drugs, possibly sex. It's a very, very good feeling.
Tommy. What kind of sex have you been having?
It is a very joyful feeling. You feel a massive weight lift off you. You feel like for the rest of the day, you're going to just do whatever the hell you want. You don't have to worry about the story that you've been living with for however many days.
Do you have like one of those walking on sunshine Faye moments you start uncontrollably dancing in the streets and old women look at you like, oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's weird. And you're just dancing, grabbing them. And
you like dancing with them and they enjoy it.
Yeah. And they have that moment of, what's your game? And then you dance with them, they suddenly get into it. They're like, oh, I feel 20 years younger. Yeah, one of those ones.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's just the best feeling. And so basically, that's how you get around. That's the encouragement. The value is finishing something, because if it's not finished, it's just the value isn't there, right? You can show people. You can maybe go, oh, I'm halfway through this, and they're like, oh, well, the first half is good, but until you've got to that complete thing, it's not a complete story. It's not a complete thing, and really, the value is just in doing that. It's you've just got to push forward. Even if you think, oh, I'm not happy with this bit, or this bit isn't quite working for me, keep pushing forward. You can always go back and work on the bits that don't quite work. That's the other thing I'll say. Like, often you give up because you're feeling. This ties in. I saw again someone ask earlier again about the whole writer's block thing, and this maybe ties in with what problem you're experiencing. You often get blocked because you're not quite believing in the bit you're doing, and my advice is either stop. In that case, stop and think about the bit you're trying to do, and try and figure out what it is you don't believe in it, and change it. Really just sit there and think about it until you get it done, or power through, write it. Even just write, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. It's a bit of an action scene or something.
Brian Duffy. Sorry, carry on.
What? Brian Duffy?
Carry on.
What?
I'll explain in a second. It just popped in my head.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yes. But yeah, get to the end. You'll feel amazing. Maybe have a day off. Then go back and get into the bits that you're not happy with, and start working on them, and adding the bits in. you know, and so if you wrote, oh, I'm not sure what I had to do here, and believe you me, those bits that you're not sure about, they feel so much easier when you've done the whole thing. So much easier. Anyway, yeah, well, what's Brian Duffy? Tell me.
Brian Duffy is the deaf actor that I worked with that stole the show. I just forgot.
Yeah.
Brian
Brian
Duffy. Yep.
Okay.
Got there in the end randomly with no real incentive or no real reason.
That happens sometimes. They just randomly pop into your head after you've.
Yep.
Yes. It's called the Prix d'Escalier.
So next up is for Angelica. Hello, Angelica. This is for Angelica. Birthday is 30th of August. Hubby is getting this for my present. Hello, hubby. A romantic quote, please, and a Gustarian squiggle, which I've done. So I've already started. I just need a quote. A romantic quote. A romantic quote. That's flirty. Romantic. The hubby's watching. The hubby's there. Little menage a trois, perhaps. I'm with you, my dear, wherever this leads. That's lovely. Taking that one. I'm with you, my dear. Wherever this leads. Nice. Okay, I like that one. It's very romantic. That's for Angelica and your hubby. Thank you very much. Thanks, hubby. Thanks, daddy. Thank you, daddy. Oh dear, we're gonna get into trouble for that one. Alright, next up. That's gonna get clipped, isn't it? Fucking hell. Next up is for Darling Kaylee, my sweetheart of the stars. Can you please draw a little heart or cat by the signature? Starting to push it, darling. Already starting to push it. Thank you so much for reminding me of my love of fantasy games. Have a lovely stream. Thank you. So I'm going to put in Darling Kaylee. My sweetheart of the stars. And then they want a heart, and then I guess love Astarian. Love Astarian. And then little heart and a tiny little pussycat.
I've just got to run downstairs to put the dog out. She is suddenly insisting on it. So I'll be back in a minute.
She's insisting it. Okay, you're letting me loose with chat. This is very dangerous, Tom.
Well,
look,
I mean, we just saw what happens when you get loose.
I know, right? I just drew one of the world's smallest cats. Yeah.
Can I see the tiny cat?
Yeah, here's the tiny cat. It's tiny.
It's very wee. It's wee. Very wee.
It's a wee cat. So small.
Lovely.
We're unsupervised now, folks. So
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll be back any minute now.
Yeah, this is like one of those moments when the teacher leaves the room. Do you know what I mean? And like everybody starts throwing shit all over the classroom.
Keep fighting.
Teacher's gone. And like I'm there, like on the corner, just like looking out for when Tom's back. Can't you throw shit? Yeah, have fun. I'm just I'm the lookout.
On you in a minute.
Sure, sir. He's gone. And they start throwing shit, and then I start looking out. Alright, next up. Oh, this is completely out of order. Wait. Fuck, that's weird. Okay, I actually need to get a new print, because this is not the print I'm looking for. This is not the print I'm looking for. So I need to find that one. So bear with me, chat. Hang on a second, please. And if you can't hang on, well, you know, deal with that. So just have to find a new print. Oh my god, that was such a bad idea. Okay. All you can hear is just weird noises and me just bending over trying to lift heavy things in a terrible... This is not a position that I usually lift heavy objects with. I'm going to be honest. If I'm doing weight training, this is definitely not the position I'm going to be in. This is a terrible idea. Tom's not here too. Ah, fuck me. Ah. Steady. 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 Alright, so we've kind of fucked out a little bit. Just look at all the stuff that's good. Alright, that was a terrible idea, Neil. Don't do that again, because that's now extra work that you have to do later. And don't you feel clever? Yes, you do. Yep, that's dropped everything. I knew that was going to happen as well. Whoa, shit. Shit. It's fine. I'm just dropping everything. Right, that's fine. So this is fine. This is where I want to. That's what I want to do. This is all back together. Nobody's the wiser. Don't tell Tom. But we almost destroyed the whole screen. Don't tell Tom. Alright, so this is... Wouldn't it be funny if I actually found the right thing and I didn't need to do any of that whatsoever? Yes, I don't have an assistant for this. That's fine. Okay, cool. So this next one, which I have to number while I'm doing this so I don't fuck it up, is for Azure. This is for Azure. And they say, could you please write a short letter? What? You want me to write a letter? It's not going to happen, my friend. You want me to write a short letter from AST? What? What? Like how army wives would write their husbands from a pin-up girl photo. What are you talking about? Okay, so I don't know what this means, so I'm going to have to wait for Tom, because maybe he'll shed some light on this. From AST. Okay, Astarian. I like how army wives would write their husbands with a pin-up girl photo. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. So pin-up photo. 1940s is what we're looking at. It's fucking wild, that was.
Who drew on the black wall while I was out?
No, sir. No, it wasn't me, sir. No, it wasn't me,
Newbon,
sir.
I'm looking at you.
No, sir. I was doing the homework that you asked. I definitely wasn't fucking up all the prints I have stacked in order, which took me hours, and then knock them all over, and then have to basically deal with that after the stream, sir.
Newbon, your disappointment as ever.
Oh, sorry, sir.
People in chat are already saying it was chaos. Tom, it was chaos.
I basically leaned over. I should have just got up and grabbed the prints that I needed, because I needed a new print, and moved the boxes around and done that properly. Instead, I leaned over and tried to physically grab 3 boxes to move them, and then dropped all the prints out of the numbers. So yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. Yeah, it was not good. Things did not go well. And you were missed. But we're back, which is good. So all is well. This is good. So this is for Azure. We actually need your help, Tom, as a writer. I need you to help me. I need to write a mini note from AST, which is Astarian, like how army wives would write their husbands with a pin-up girl photo. So we've got a pin-up girl photo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like go get him or waiting. I don't know.
Oh, get him, tiger.
So, yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know. What would have started? Trying to.
Do you know what I mean? Though it took me a moment to kind of think about that and go, what? I'm not entirely sure about that, but yes, it's something.
Like I'm thinking like.
Go get him, darling. There you go. That's it. That's a good one. There. Thank you. That's it. Go get him, darling. That makes sense as well. That works.
Yeah.
Go get him, darling. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, that works. We saved the day, chat. Thanks. Azure. Go get him, darling. There you go, with a pin-up of me. My fangs are up here. Thank you. Thanks very much, Azure. Okay, next up is for Kimberly. It's for Kimberly, just double check the numbers. So for Kimberly. How's the little small dog?
She's fine.
Good. Always love romancing Astarian, adore his sassy attitude. Perhaps a note that's both sweet but got sass. Sweet and sassy. Love your work, hope to see more. Thank you very much. Sweet and sassy. And if you have any questions for Tom, as well as for me, please do ask, as he's an amazing writer, showrunner, director. So yes. Yeah. Sassy and sweet. Well, at least your perfect me is definitely not canonical. I'll eat you right up, darling. You sweet, sweet thing. That's a nice one, actually. I'll eat you right up, darling, is probably a bit more sassy. Let's do that. I'll eat you right up, darling. There you go, Kimberly. That is for you. Thanks very much indeed. Next up is for Des. I've got a mate called Des. This is for Des. Thank you for bringing Astarian to life. Such a magnificent performance, thank you. Please write whatever your heart desires. I use they, them, wishing you all the best. So they would like us to do anything, whatever your heart desires. Something nice, I think, something nice and positive. Maybe romantic, why not? You believed I could be someone else, someone better. That's nice. Hey Des, if you're there, if they are there, please say big hello. That quote I just said was really nice. You've got this, and I've got you. That's a good one. I'm going to do that one, actually. You've got this, and I've got you. That's nice. I like that one. Hey, Des. Hope you're well. They're in chat, I believe.
Oh, Amelia's in chat as well.
No, wait,
Amelia
Millie
Tyler.
here. Amelia Tyler. Hey, Millie, what's up? Amelia Tyler, one of the greatest voice actors you'll ever come across. An actor that does voice work. I'm sorry, an actor that does voice work. An amazing actor that does awesome work in games. And I have had the privilege of being a friend of in real life for many, many years. And the fact we get to work together is just it's just the cherry on top of the already sumptuous cake, darling. So please say hi to chat to Amelia. They are on Twitch. They're also on social medias. Follow Amelia Tyler. Twitch, Twitter, because fuck calling it X. Sorry, folks. Instagram and
Ain't
TikTok.
gonna happen.
Ain't gonna fucking happen, Musk.
It's not gonna
Hey,
fucking
Musky.
happen.
Listen here, Musk. Musk by
Stop
name.
trying to make X happen, Musk.
Stop trying to be cool. It's not going to happen. I hear you got booed at a recent conference.
Yeah, at
He
Valorant.
was trying to be cool at Valorant conference. Everybody booed him. Yeah, that's like your dad
Love it.
coming along to a disco and we're going fuck off. Anyway, so Amelia Tyler is amazing. So please follow them. They are awesome. She is amazing. This is for Des. So Des, this is yours. Thank you very much, Des. And yeah, my brain's gone weird. I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh yeah, Colleen. This is for Colleen. Hi, Colleen. This is yours. This isn't yours, but it's blank, and we have to fill it with creativity, possibly bullshit. So here we go.
Fill it with creativity.
And bullshit. Thank you for lending your voice and talent to bring a star in. May I request a cheeky, flirty quote from him? Thank you so very much. So cheeky and flirty. You're welcome. Cheeky and flirty. Cheeky flirty. We've got many of those banding around. Later on, when you're at rest, I will eat you right up. Well, that's the full quote, isn't it? We just did that one, so maybe a different one, please, if that's okay. Thank you, collective chat.
More suggestions,
Don't
please.
tempt me, darling. Oh yeah, okay.
I don't need a mirror to know this looks fabulous.
Me, darling. Well, it's not cheap. That's about me, not about them. Tempt me, darling. I'm gonna have that one. That's cool. Love Astarion. Little heart on his bottom. My fangs are up here, darling. There you go. And you'll need to sign it as well. Thanks, Colleen. That is for you. Folks, I don't control how long it takes the postal service to send this over. Streamily are very efficient and very good. However, they're dealing with very large numbers of everybody other actor that is signing at the moment, so they will take a bit of time, but they are being posted with regularity, so sorry if it's going to take you a little bit of time. They will get to you, and if they don't, they're also very good about telling me that we can replace them and stuff, so don't worry. But those should be with you relatively soon. This is for Tuva. Thanks for bringing me comfort at a stressful time in life. You're very welcome. Give me all the sass, sir. Please and thank you. They want all the sass, Tom.
All the sass.
They want it coming out of their ears, darling. All
sass
the
me
sass.
silly.
Sass me that was a good one. Sass me silly. That's not canonical, but by gum, I wish it was. We ask before we bite. Yes, and do that one. We ask before we bite. Ask before we bite. Yeah, that was a good one. Cool. I like that. That's pretty funny. I think one of my all-time favourite. There's a couple of quotes that are just still, which I said, which I also laugh at a lot. I think one of my all-time favourites is that Go Back Clown one, man. It was so good. Oh yes, thank you. I'm going to fucking kill you. That one.
Yeah.
Very good. I'm not going to ruin it for you when it comes, but we'll try and trigger it. Although it'll piss him off no end. But it's worth it. Next up is for Charlene. Charlene. My partner and I are obsessed with BG3 and Astarion. Could you please include a rawr in the signing, please? Absolutely.
Rawr.
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 Rawr. So I'm just going to add a massive rawr. Astarion. Love. Astarion. Oh, you pen bastard Judas motherfucker. Sorry. Apologies.
There it goes.
There it goes. It's starting to play up. I got comfortable. That's what happened, man. I took my eye off the fucking ball. I got comfortable with this fucking pen. And it's turning on me. That's what happens when you treat them nice. They turn on you.
Yeah. They know. They know.
They fucking feel it. This is gone.
Launch it into the wall.
I threw it at the back wall. I didn't see it coming. It was fully prepared. I had a helmet on to go front. I went back and it just fucked it up. The other pens are now quivering in fear.
Broke its legs. I think the thing we need to do like a Viking funeral for one of them. Just set fire to it and send it down a drain. Or something like that.
I love the idea of that. By the way, folks, that's the Astarion giggle thing that you can hear. That is actually not my natural laugh. I've never really done that until about four years ago when I started playing Astarion. I made the decision. That is relatively new. There are some friends from my childhood that I used to play D&D with that could make me giggle like a school child. But I hadn't really. That's not really part of my normal laugh until about 4 years ago, and then it became this thing. It snuck its way in, and that's very much Astarion's fault. I blame Astarion. So this is for Charlie. Rawr. Thank you very much. And yes, next up is for Ari. They have a message which it could be private or not, so I'm going to read it out. If that's cool, folks. Read it out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to read it out.
I'm not going to read it out.
I'm going to do the opposite of that. I'm not reading it out. And then they said this chat. Get a load of this private thing they told me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing the opposite. I'm going to listen to it so you can't listen to it. Sorry, folks. Just in case, if that's all right. And if it's cool, I'll share it. Sorry, Tom, I completely cut over you there. Apologies, sir. Hey, Tom.
Yes.
What's in your pocket?
Guesses, please, in the chat now. What is in my... Go. Soggy pizza, gross. No. Pencil sharpener, no, that was the other day. Pens, no. Dice shrimp. I wish.
Shrimp,
I always
wish,
carry
right?
shrimp.
Can you imagine?
Normally carry shrimp
Got
around.
a piece of shrimp on you, Tom, have you?
I haven't got a piece of shrimp on me today. Owlbear egg.
That's a good
Straw wrapper. No,
straw
but you know.
wrapper.
Yeah, that's good.
It's on the tip of my psychic brain. A crumb of a sandwich that you finished, but then you were going to put away later. Then you just picked it up off the floor because you were going to put it in the bin and you didn't.
No.
Damn it!
Why would I carry do you carry around bits of sandwich in your pocket, Neil?
No, but occasionally if I see something on the floor that I want to put in the bin, I put it in my pocket and then ADHD forget it for about 10 hours and then find it some later and then put it in the bin. Like, seriously, I did something. I picked up a piece of plastic that was on the floor. I just whacked it in my pocket. I was like, I'm going to put that in the bin. I'm just going to put it, because I'm doing other things, I'm going to put it in my pocket. And then, like, now, or like an hour ago, I was like, oh, what's this? Why should you put it in the bin? Oh, yeah, it was from earlier. I do that, so anyway. So carry on the guesses. God damn it.
I'm looking. Someone said a pickle. No, I need to basically clear. I will actually. I was about to say I never have food in my pockets, but I do sometimes have like candy. So
That's
that
true.
is food.
That's
so
true. That's true.
broken paperclip. No. So far, no one is close. No one is close.
Oh, this is a tough one. I can feel it. A stamp.
It is a tough one. I'm going to say
Stamp.
that. It's a tough one. It's not a conventional pocket item. That's your one clue I'm
All right, you've got
giving.
to start thinking outside the box, people.
Think outside the box, folks. I'm going to give a clue. One more clue. I was tidying my office earlier.
A mug, still with coffee in it.
Switchblade. A switchblade.
Switchblade.
Yeah, I go out.
Switchblade.
Yeah, for when I'm in my back again.
Switchblade. Because you're in your office.
No staples. No binder clips. Eraser. No. Sharp. No sticky notes. No Lysol wipes. No hole puncher. That's a small hole puncher. Safety pin. No. I might call this. This might be one that someone doesn't.
One of the
no one
few
gets.
ones that nobody gets. You should call it out.
Yeah, I think we're calling it, folks, because we need to get on with the signing. It was a cable tidy.
Oh,
a cable.
that's very good. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
This is a game. This is a game that you can play again. This is a game that we play regularly. It's called What's in Tom's Pocket.
Come back for another exciting installment of What's in My Pocket.
Fuck the signing. Just come back for that game.
Yeah, it's the most exciting. We might just do a stream of pure What's in My Pocket,
and then you just have to go out the room, put some other shit in your pocket, just repeatedly on repeat.
Imagine me just running downstairs.
We'll make $1 million, Tom. Okay, so very quickly moving on. I did do this whilst you were playing What's in Tom's Pocket, which is a real thing. I used to have a theme tune for it. What's in Tom's pocket? What's in Tom's pocket?
What's in Tom's pocket?
What's in Tom's pocket? Wouldn't you like to know?
You like to know? Yeah!
That's actually a theme song that we wrote. Okay, so for all of 2 seconds. This is for Ari, who asked, please write, my beautiful Ari. And then I added a nice note. You're not alone in this. None of us are. And that's Love Astarians. That's for you. Thank you very much, Ari. We're coming up at about 12 minutes to our halfway mark. We're going till midnight tonight, BST. Tom is going to be diving out. Blue Owl's Medic will be joining us as well, which is awesome. We're going to keep pushing forward now, but we're going to take a break in about 10 minutes or so, folks. It's a hydration break. We will be back. We will be back, Tom. Where's that voice come from? We will be back, Tom. A lot of nasality.
We will be back.
Quite enjoyable. Cutting off the nose and just purely talking the front of the mouth. How interesting. So yes, we will be back to do that. Anyway, I'm going to take a question in a second, sir, for Tom or myself.
Oh, let me have a little look for one.
Yeah, this is for there's no name on this, so I don't know who it's for. Hi Neil, thank you for giving us a story in the game. Character wouldn't be the same without you, thank you. Add a romantic and a spicy for a guy. Not for eBay. They fucking learned. This is not for eBay, spelt E-B-A-E, which is what I often threaten and occasionally do. This is for someone who just doesn't want the name on it, so fair enough. Well played, sir. And this is for a boy, a man, a guy. This is the guy. Spicy romantic for a guy. I'm not the only... I see I'm not the only handsome boy around. Is that real?
Is that real?
I see. I'm not the only handsome boy around.
Doesn't feel quite.
Doesn't quite feel.
It's not got the scanning.
Not really. No. No, but I signed it before. Yeah, but I'd like to see if there's a canonical one. There's a handsome boy line, which is canonical, which is about Sebastian, I think.
Sebastian.
Like yeah, something like that. Anyway. There's a handsome boy, darling boy. That's it, darling boy. Romantic and spicy. Let's go with romantic spicy. I'll just tag a darling boy.
Here's my little treat with their cheeks all flushed.
Oh yeah, how do you say that again? Do it again.
Here's my little treat.
Here's my little treat.
With their cheeks all flushed.
I guess it should be his then, because it's for a guy. With his cheeks all flushed.
There you
Darling boy. Darling boy. At the end of that as well, so cool. Here you go. There you go. So that is for whomever you wish. And thanks very much indeed. Yeah, let's go for another question. And while I sign Evelyn, this is cute. Yeah, cute flirty for Evelyn, please, folks. Cute flirty for Evelyn as we sign.
Cute and flirty. Here is a question for you. Yeah. Studia asks, Do you ever get nervous before auditions? If so, how do you deal with it?
Good question. Very common. You look so delicious. Sorry. This is for Evelyn. I can't help myself. You look so delicious. So yeah, nerves. Okay. So audition's a funny thing. Auditioning is a whole bunch of stuff. I tend to view auditions in a much different way now than I used to when I was younger. When I was younger, I used to prove that I was good. That was a hang-up I used to have. The first few auditions I used to go to when I got a lot of success early on, totally fine. Not even an issue, just went in and had loads of fun. Something happened along the way when the industry came along, as I became more aware of the industry and about careers and stuff, and it kind of made me nervous, because I was like, oh, I have to be good. I have to get the job, I have to make money, da, da, da. And then it kind of ruined the good stuff I was doing in the auditions to begin with, which is why I began working well to begin with. And then I hit a problem, because I started going to auditions, a little desperate, because I was trying to prove to people I was very good. And I didn't realise until an older actor called Roy Dotrice told me, who's dead now sadly, he's a kind of surrogate grandfather in many ways, and a very good friend, and a very good mentor as an actor. He basically told me, the audition, if you were in the audition, it's because they think you're good enough to do the role. They're not seeing people arbitrarily. There's not like an open call. The open call thing of anybody just wandering in doesn't really ever happen. It happens for kids, actually, for kid roles, when they're just seeing loads of kids that have ability, or maybe they're not professional. But for professional adult actors, it very rarely happens when you're looking at a big role that they'll just see arbitrarily anybody. It just doesn't happen like that. So if you're called in through an agent, through your agent, then they think you're good enough, number one. Number two, the audition is the gig. I used to think about the end game, about the work, the project, and the money, and all the rest of the opportunity. Instead of thinking about, well, let's treat the audition as the gig itself, because then all I'm doing is going into that room. I have to present myself, so I have to be amenable, I have to be professional, I have to be open, willing, and have fun. And if I'm having fun, they're going to have fun. And then all I have to do is just go, here is my take on the character. And then we work together a little bit, and then we leave. And if I think, because don't forget, although they're offering you the job, can you work with them? Is that going to be an interesting experience? Or is that going to be a bit of a tough one? You know, there's a lot of that stuff that people skip over. It's like, can you work with them? Are they okay to work with? Some of them can be not very nice people, or they can be difficult to work with, as well as actors being difficult, blah, 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 all that kind of shit, right? You don't know. So you're not interviewing them out. You're interviewing them for you, but you're not interviewing them for the job. The job is theirs to give or not. But that's immaterial. You can't dictate that. You cannot say, give me the job, at gunpoint or something, because you get arrested. So instead, what you do is you take the very real thing that this is your work. Your work is to audition, therefore you're going to work. This is your job. And you just present it, and then you walk the fuck away. And if they want you to work more, they will ask you back to do the job itself. And the second I started interacting with that, it changed everything for me. I no longer got nervous in that way. I got nervous excited. And sometimes nervous excited can spill over. And you can feel a bit like, okay, I need to calm the fuck down because I need to be relaxed to work. So stop getting too excited, just calm down, focus on what you're doing and have fun. But it doesn't give me fear anymore. I'm not afraid to go into a room with people and present my work. I'm not afraid of that anymore. And I think the fear grips younger actors, or actors, even if they're old or whatever, or experienced even, when you the fear of, oh my God, they think you're terrible, or this is going badly, or you're making the wrong choices, or the guy or the person before you did it so much better than you because you could hear them laughing. They haven't laughed once, whatever bullshit is going through your mind. The fear really cripples you. And then what it does is it stops you making the good choices that you'd already made when you were practicing and rehearsing, and you had some really interesting ideas, when you're excited about the project. So then, it fucks you. So basically relaxation is useful, and there are many ways to do that. I use images of things that I'm not going to talk about because that's private, but that helps me relax. People or situations or songs, music, that kind of stuff. There's loads of ways, but you have to find what works for you. So those are the things that help me. So I don't get nervous in that way. I get nervous excited, which I also have to be mindful for, but I don't get afraid of auditions. I quite like them, actually. Even the ones that go disastrously wrong. Those ones are actually the most fun. I've had a few that have gone disastrously wrong. and usually, not always, but most of them, I think maybe with the exception of 2 or 3, they were very good and I just fucked it. But most of them it's because the project itself was pretty fucking shit. And actually, and when it got released, I was like, yep, dodged a fucking bullet on that one. Anyway, this one I went into, I'm going to tell you this, I don't give a fuck. This is a film I went up for. To play a drug addict, to play a cocaine addict who was also working in finance and, you know, one of those wankers who works in the stock exchange or something. And it was like a role like that. And the guy's a real retrobate and he's a cocaine addict and all this kind of stuff. So I went in like really full on method, like fucking living this life and being this guy. And I turned up, my hair was all like slicked. I was sweaty. I was wearing a suit. It was a hot day. I literally decided to jog there. So I'd have this sort of feeling in there. So I went in going, hey, let's do it. I went in a scene, fucking did this. I walked out there thinking, I fucking did my job in that audition. I fucking nailed my version of that character. The guy, who's a terrible fucking director and clearly doesn't understand acting or craft work at all, phones my agent and tells them, I think your client has a problem.
What?
And my agent phoned me up and went, apparently you were like all over, you were really hyped up and you know he thought you might be on drugs. I was like, yeah, I was playing a fucking cocaine addict. Don't you remember giving me that audition? I went in playing the character. I fucking did shitloads of prep work for that. I fucking nailed that. And here's the thing, by the way, that director is a shit director. Don't put me up for that guy again, you know. And actually, as it turns out, the film was awful. It was disastrous. So actually, I didn't get it because he didn't get me and I didn't get him, which is good because that means another actor who he could get was the right pick for that role, which is great. And it wasn't about being good or anything. It was about I wasn't the right actor for him because he and I would have had major problems on set. And we would have not done a good job because he and I would not have gelled. So he got an actor he did gel with, which is cool, which is great, which is appropriate. And they did their job. But, you know, anyway. So, yeah, don't worry about it, folks. Sometimes if you don't get the job that you really, really want, something else comes along that's even better that you just didn't see coming. And actually you're probably more relaxed for that because you're still pissed off and worried about the other job that you just do a really good job by accident. Like just like casual. That happened also as well. I went up for one film I really wanted, and then up for another film that was good, but I didn't realise how good it was. But I still did the work for both because I was so focused on the other job that by the time I had the audition for the other film, I went in. I just fucking nailed it because I wasn't trying, I wasn't pushing. I just did my work. And that was one of the first examples with Roy guiding me as well. That was a good example early on of like, if you just do your work, good things happen. If you try and prove that you can do your work, you're going to fuck it up. So, yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. This is for Evelyn. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. I can't help myself. You look so delicious. This is from Astarian. That's for Evelyn.
Oh, cool.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, folks.
Sometimes I just think you just say those things to me.
Oh, well, sometimes I am, but I won't say when I am or not. That's for, that's
you to figure out.
That's for you to figure out, my love. Speaking of which, Tom, love you very much indeed. We're taking a hydration break now. It's at the hour 10 o'clock. We're still going on. We're going to do another 2 hours, ideally, to push forward on this. Blue Owl's medic should be joining us soon. We're taking a hydration break, and we're also saying goodbye to the amazing Tom DeVille, the amazing writer-director Tom DeVille.
Are you sure you don't want me to stick around until Blue is actually here?
Yeah, sure.
Or is, just in case. I don't want to abandon you and leave you by yourself. So, if
a young gazelle away from the herd with chat circling. Yeah, sure. If you don't mind, I'll just
No, of course not. No. I'll stay here until I'll stay with you until Blue is here with us,
and we'll say goodbye afterwards. Okay, folks. So we're taking a quick 10 minutes, maybe slightly less, depending. Then we'll come back into it and carry on. Mod team, you're amazing. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate that enormously. We're going to be doing long signings, folks, from now on until we finish. So. Tomorrow is a playthrough, and then the next signing is Saturday and Sunday. Those are going to be like 6 hours each, and then if we still need time, we'll be doing another signing because we lost a day yesterday with technical errors. We'll be doing another day after that too. So but stick with us, and mods, thank you very much. We really appreciate you. All right, folks, we'll meet back here. 10 minutes. Don't get lost. Don't wander off and get lost. We'll see you right back here in a minute. Cheers, Tom. Thanks, chat.
Bye.
Roaming free in the world, trials and tales untold.
unlikely heroes to see.
We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
Living free in the world,
Roaming free in the
seven
world.
mysteries untold.
We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Vagabonds are we,
Vagabonds are we.
heroes you will see.
We'll fight our way through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
The tale begins, light falls and dims. We'll laugh and we'll sing as the story we shall bring and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
Find and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Hi, did you miss us? Liars. Welcome back to, oh my god, I keep doing the thing. Welcome
Wow.
back to this. I'm not being serious, I'm just being funny.
I know.
So with a very sleepy Tom and a reasonably excited me, we have our wonderful friend and long-time collaborator and awesome community executive VP community manager of Santa. I don't know how that works. Whatever your overlord, a community overlord.
Yeah, that's right. We decided on Overlord. Hi.
For Santa
Yes.
Monica Games, Blue Owl's medic. Hi, Blue. How are you doing?
Hi.
Man?
Hi. I'm good. Hi, chat. Hi, everybody.
You sound so fresh and bouncy compared to Sleepy Tom. Good old Sleepy Tom. And
It's
very
2 p.m.
tired.
where I'm at.
Yeah.
Tom is in the future.
It helps that it's 2 p.m.
I always forget that. We're in the future, that's right. We're future. The whole world is so different, Blue, from over. It's like, it's crazy, Blue. You don't know what's coming, mate. It's coming for you. It's going to be interesting. So we're doing a quick handover. Blue's amazing. And then they're also on Twitch. You can follow Blue. You are on Twitch sometimes, right? Still?
Not lately. Maybe sometime.
Okay. I've just landed you in that. You also have social media stuff. Please follow that. Thank you very much, Mons, for putting all those things into chat as well. We appreciate you. So with a fond farewell, but not for a while.
Tagging out. Tagging in.
Didn't we do the Randy Macho Man Savage?
You revealed last time we did this. You revealed you can do a really good Macho Man.
With that thing, and Blue's gonna come in. I'm gonna take Blue, and I'm gonna mold you. I'm gonna mold you into this whole thing and the toe, like that. I fucking love Randy Macho Man Savage.
Amazing, and it's very good. This is a whole new other talent I didn't know you had.
Thank you.
I'm out, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone who subbed. Nina's watching you. Just gifted another 5 subs. So
thank you.
I caught that. Thank you, Nina's watching you. Thank you, Blue, for tagging in, because I really...
Tag team. We're tag teaming Neil. Wait, that was wrong.
That's wrong. Wrong, I think.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, Tom. And I think Tom's gone on that note, Blue. What on earth did you just say?
Saucy.
Saucy.
Sorry.
Anyway, welcome in, Blue. Thanks very much for helping. We're going to go straight into it and take some questions. And if anybody has any questions about community management, please ask Blue. You are an amazing human being. And it's so cool to see your career flourish and see how well you're doing at Santa Monica Games, which is cool. So very quickly, this is for Kelsey. I started in the middle of it, but still not finished. They asked me for a broody Gustarian with the line, "Do you mind? I'm brooding. Honk." So I guess I kind of have to draw his little tiny. I always draw.
You would just be like looking pensively at the side.
I'm going to draw him in a little nest, and he's looking a little broody. I'm going to add a little nest underneath him, and I don't usually do it. It's usually just like a head and shoulders bust of Gustarian. But here he's got a little nest. Do you mind? I'm brooding. Honk. Yeah. That's cool. So that is for Kelsey. Thank you very much, Kelsey. How you doing, Blue? How's the weather over there? What's going on?
It's beautiful. It's actually really sunny. I think it's like 70. I don't know what that is.
All right. It's very nice. It's
nice.
Yeah.
Nice and
very
warm.
nice.
Hashtag honk. Yes.
Next up is for Serenity. This is a late birthday gift for myself. Happy birthday, darling. Write something loving and uplifting from Astarian. Good luck with that. You're amazing this role, thank you. Thanks so much for this. No worries. Something loving and uplifting, folks. I think they're in chat as well, so hi to you, Serenity. Gods, you're beautiful. Is that lovely? I guess it is lovely and uplifting, right?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right, I'm going to do that one.
That's a great affirmation. I will say, from what I'm seeing on TikTok clips, he's like the king of affirmation.
I don't need a mirror to know that this looks fabulous. It's actually something I had a lot of fun saying. So cool. I'm going to do this. Serenity. God, you're beautiful. And that is, if you need affirmation today, then you have it. There you are.
Blue has seen all the TikTok clips. Yo, that's all I get. Every
Really?
third video is like strictly Astarian.
Really?
And I haven't played the
Strictly
game yet, and I'm
Astarian.
trying not to get spoiled, but I'm
God,
like,
it's
oh
so
boy.
close to you. You got like, what, 7 days to schwitz until you get
I
it?
know, I have to wait. I have to wait next week.
Amazing. Next week, there, babes. And then fucking Starfield? Are you kidding me? Head to
Yeah,
head?
yeah.
Dude, I can't wait for Starfield. I want it to be good. And I don't care if we're in competition. I don't give a shit. I want Starfield to be good. I'm a huge fan of Bethesda.
Fallout.
Do you know what I mean?
love Fallout.
Fallout, a huge Fallout fan. I really want it to be good. Please be good. even if it means that it's difficult for us to like get like all that kind of jazz, all the award stuff. I still Game of the Year, etc. Which I still think is Baldur's Gate 3. Quite frankly, even if Starfield is good, but I want it to be good, man. I want it to be good. So. Fingers crossed. Anyway, good luck to Bethesda. So next up is for Tabby. Been playing BG3 a lot. Oh, this is the wrong fucking print. Oh, we're missing a print. Okay, we're doing this thing again, are we? Okay, talk amongst yourselves. I need to actually stand. Last time I didn't stand up and I leaned over to try and get a new print, and all of the prints went out of order.
Oh no!
Yep.
Sending positive vibes.
Yes, so I'm not doing that again. I'm going to stand up and physically get it. So buy me some time, Blue. I'll be right back.
All right, I can buy some time. What's up, chat? Oh shit. Maybe do I spill the tea? Do you guys want to know something about Neil? He doesn't watch these in playback. You don't know. I don't actually have any tea. I don't. Okay, he's actually really nice. He's like a good dude. Yeah, but you all do that. You all do that. Hi. He can't hear me. Hang on.
My earphones back in. Hi, I'm back.
Hi.
What happened? What happened? Who talked? What lies are you perpetrating?
I said I was gonna spill the tea, but I don't have any tea.
There is no tea. It's British tea.
There's no tea, man.
British tea, and we don't spill it. That's how that works. So I'm just
what did I see on TikTok? Too much.
You saw stuff that you can't unsee, is what you saw. You cannot unsee that. All right, so I don't even want to know. So I have a very.
I sent you some of them. I know.
Did.
I have just to make people paranoid. I sent them clips.
Occasionally, I get this sort of guffawing link from Blue to some god awful thing that somebody's done with the diary. Yes, so this occasionally this happens. And that's why you're my friend? Question mark?
Question mark?
No, not at all. You're my friend. So this is for Tabby. A flirty Astarian quote on the print. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much. So flirty. Very. We can be quite flirty with this. I feel. What do you think? Flirty. My. Don't you get good enough to eat? My. Oh, that's a nice one. Don't you look good enough to eat?
Ecliptic Tears says, that's me. Well, hello. That you.
There. Ecliptic, what is it? Ecliptic Tear.
Tears, yeah.
Tears, sorry.
That's a cool name.
That is a very cool. That's the kind of name that makes you think. Ugh. All right, this is for Tabby. Ugh, a thinker.
Is there a sub-only Discord channel? Yes, I think we have sub-channels for tiers 1, 2, and 3.
We do indeed, and there's also a few rewards. We're gentlemen streamers here. We're not professionals, so there are some rewards, not many. There are some. One of them is that we do play with Nick Apostolides, who plays Leon Kennedy from RE4. He's a big pal of ours. He, myself, Tom, and also John Price, who's a developer. And Mr. Klim as well occasionally. We all play Back for Blood versus, for instance. We do community games, we play Jackbox games. You need to come and hang out with us for a Jackbox game.
Yes, join.
Really
fun. Me, yeah.
Yeah, really fun.
I'd like to.
So we do community games occasionally. At the moment, we're going to be BG3 focused. We are going to. I'd like to play Starfield online as well. Actually, that'd be fucking great.
Oh yeah.
Well, we couldn't play the whole thing. It's way too big. So we play a little bit of Starfield because I really want to play it. But yeah, we do community games.
Yeah, definitely join the Discord if you haven't. It's pretty fun.
Yes.
We have great mods. That last print, Neil, they were wondering if you could doodle a cat Starian.
Oh Christ! All right.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah, I'm too good for you lot. All right, so a cat Starian. Okay.
Just a little kitty cat. Thank you, Anonymous, for the gifted subs. Very kind of you. Nyan Starian.
What's that?
Yeah. You know, like Nyan cat?
Meow
like
Starian.
They go, yeah.
Meow Starian.
Like, yeah. I'm a cat boy, yeah.
What would be a quote for Meow Starian?
NYA. Yeah.
M-Y-A. Yeah.
A.
Meowstarian. There you go. Meowstarian. I like the idea that the Meowstarian, because he's a cat and a Starian, which is doubling down somewhat. His his quote would just be "fuck off."
Don't touch me.
That's it. Don't pet me. There you go. Don't pet me.
Put me down.
Pet me. Unhand me. Somebody just wrote hiss. I say hiss. That's a good one as well. Don't pet me. There you go. So okay, there you go. There you are, Tabby. Greedy. You're most welcome. Thank you very much, Tabby. Next up is for Rebecca. An angsty quote like, "What you cannot do is make my decisions for me." Not quite working. So an angsty, slightly spoilt, rotten, like, "No, can't, won't play, don't want to play, can't play, won't play." That kind of thing. You know what I mean? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid, darling. That's a good one. There we go.
Does he say that? Like, I swear, Chad can make up all kinds of stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure he does say something like that. Don't be stupid, darling. He says something. I'm pretty sure he says something like that. Yeah. Don't be stupid, darling.
He does? Oh, that's so funny.
Cool. Thanks, chat. And
Would you ever do an Astarian cosplay? I feel like you did for... Didn't you?
I'm going to try and do one. I don't know when or how or where. I may miss one opportunity. I also need somebody to make it for me, which I'm in negotiations right now to do that. It all takes time. I might miss the window to do it, folks. But especially with the hair. The hair's a fucker to go and get that.
The wig? You'd have to get like a wig.
Oi, Gavolt. Yeah, that's going to be a nightmare. Anyway, this is for Rebecca. Thank you very much. There you go. And thank you. Next up is for Stephanie. And let's get a question, why not? Please.
Oh, I do have a question.
Cool.
Hang on, I pulled it. This is from, I'm so sorry, Dakal. Hi, Neil. I have a question about working directing mocap. I know it's a pain when markers are obscured with laying down or hugging or anything else. I wanted to ask how you and the other actors worked around that and how it was accounted for while filming.
Sure, there are many ways.
Yeah, I guess if you have markers on you and you have to hug, I guess you can't really hug, or how does that work?
No, you can totally hug. We do it all the time. You also can kiss in HMCs, which is very silly. So first part of that, if you fall on the floor, you mark that with the technicians, the directors. The technicians go, "Oh, are you going to the ground now?" And you're like, "Yeah." So what they often do is offset markers or add more markers. So although the system, it's not set up in the system to put an extra 2 or 3 markers on your back, for instance, it does help because it helps the system kind of go, "Oh, that person hasn't fallen through the floor or disappeared. They're still there. I'm not sure what that is, but they're still there. So I'll just make an educated guess and just keep them solid." So all it does is it sort of like just helps them stay solid. I'm not entirely sure quite the technicality of it, but we add extra markers. When we're hugging, it doesn't really interfere as long as you're in the origin point, which is more in the center of the volume, where most of the coverage is. It's not really going to do too much to destroy that because, again, sometimes the computer makes this sort of like logic jump where it goes, well, you might be inclusion, but they're there and you can see most of them, so most of them is enough for them to fill in the gaps. So it doesn't really break. The issues are when you're wearing an HMC, a head-mounted camera, which comes out to here, and you have to hug. Then you just have to choreograph a very natural-feeling hug, whilst obviously getting your head out of the way of each other's HMCs. So if you see characters hug, often you'll see them hug like this, not like kind of coming towards each other. It's very clearly to the sides of each other. The actors are usually avoiding the HMC. They can also tilt the head back in animation afterwards, so you can compensate for that too. Doesn't stop us, actually. It's usually very simple. Kissing, you have to do kissy face in the HMC, like, and then what you usually do is you do a pass when your HMC is like, and then you come back and do a soft hat pass. So you take the HMC off and you do a soft cap version where you actually will kiss, and that will get your bodies in the position, it will feel right, and then you use the face data off the other one, and you sort of cannibalize the two together. So that's how you do it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that today. I learned.
It's pretty cool. This is for Stephanie. They want to quote, "And all I had to do was not fall for you," which I've written down as well. I'm just going to sign it there. And that's for Stephanie. Thank you very much indeed. So yeah, that's how you do that in mocap.
Very cool.
Very cool indeed. Next up is for Nid. Nid, hi Nid. I'm surprised. Is it surprising to want it flirty? Yes, deeply surprising that you want an Astarian quote with flirtation on it. I did not see that coming. What can I say? I am starved for danger. You're most welcome. Thank you again, dearest. You're very welcome, Nid. Or, if I'm mispronouncing your name, please correct me phonetically somehow in layman's terms in the chat. That would be very useful. Flirty line for them, darling. We have a beautiful bloody future. Something flirty. Oh, also I've got snacks incoming. I may have to stop for a second. Hang on. You sweet, sweet thing. Something a bit flirty. I may literally have to go and get snacks.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Not a
here.
milkshake?
Dude, buy me some time. Be right back.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Jeff. It's snack time. Oh man, yes. So, my TikTok is Blue Owl's Medic, and so if you guys find some TikToks, please tag me. I know I'm missing some good ones, but I do send him them. I send him the really good ones, and there's just so many. And I don't think I'm gonna stop doing that because they're funny. But hi, I'm the funniest. Thank you. Not that funny. Hi, Cypher. Oh, hang on. Let me grab your question. Ooh. Oh yeah, we gotta get that snacks.
And time has been bought. Hi, thanks. Just getting my earphones.
Oh, he can't hear me yet.
Hi, Blue. Hi.
Hi. We missed you terribly.
Funny enough, I was having the most wonderful time. No, it's fine. It's miss you guys too. All right, this is for so flirty line, folks. I'm back. Flirty line. Flirty line. Something short.
Flirty line. Flirty
can't
line.
wait to taste your lips after you've tasted mine. Is that quite right? Feels a bit.
Why not have a little fun? God's
It's as if the
beautiful.
gods made you just to ruin me. That's it.
Oh, Jesus, is that a line?
Yeah,
That's
it's a real line.
incredible.
It's as if
Oh my
the
God.
gods made you
The way I would fold like a Walmart chair. Like
just to ruin me.
Oh my God.
It's as if the gods made you just to ruin me. You literally said that.
Stop it!
Yeah. I literally say that. Dude, you're going to have a hard time with this because you know me.
I
You know
didn't
me
even,
well.
full disclosure, I wasn't planning on romancing Astarian. I had my eye on somebody else, but I don't know. He might get me.
Apparently that's how a lot of people have been gotten. They're like, fuck that guy. But wait a minute, fuck that guy. So yeah, it's happened a few times. Oh shit, I've just doubled, I double clicked. Hang on a second. Oh yes, she's not completed. Wait, hang on, technical error. No, it's not a big one. It's just like me being stupid. It's fine. So this is for Cheyenne. Cheyenne, I want to say thank you for your incredible talent. Well, I'm not sure about that, but thank you. I'd love to hear you say, darling, go crazy with doodles and loving quotes from Astarian. So this is for Cheyenne. I can do Gustarian, quotes and shit, and then something loving would be awesome. Chat, if you can help out, that'd be great. Gustarian.
I swear. Oh, we got an ad break. We got an ad break coming up. FYI.
Batten down the hatches, break off the port bow.
Ad break starting in 47 seconds. So sorry.
Careful, I bite. Cheeky little pup. Cheeky little pup. There you go. That's your quote.
Cheeky little. I think that's one of my favorites.
Oh, just strap in, love.
Oh no!
Dude, that's like the average quote. There are some fucking awesome quotes in it. That's not true. It's not average, but there's some fucking amazing. That's definitely one of the tame ones. Careful, I bite. Cheeky little pup. And then we've got a little Gustarian going on there as well. Honk. Yes. So we've got an ad break now, right?
We in 8 seconds, 5
Alright, that's
seconds.
cool. I'm gonna take my-
Where did the time go?
I'm gonna take my sweet time.
Alrighty.
Ooh, computer does not
Sorry,
like me.
everybody.
Sorry.
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 I have a question.
Yeah, do it. Let's do a question. Makes sense, no?
This is from a friend of mine, Cypher of Tier.
Hi, Xavier.
A question for Neil. Is the order usually voiceover recording then mocap? Or what's sort of the order of operations for that? Or does it depend?
No, usually the other way around, actually. On the whole, occasionally it is voiceover first, and then you have to... It's called audio matching when you have to do that. It's not the most fun when you're dealing with... very complicated scenes. Unless you're doing body doubling for like stuff like Baldur's Gate 3, which I did, I think I can talk about it now. I'm not sure if I can actually.
I
or
think
not.
so.
I think I can. I
think you can.
was the body double. Probably getting into so much trouble. I was the body double for Minsk, and also for Gortash. I did both of their body doubles for all of their performance because we couldn't get Jason Isaacs in over, and we couldn't get Matt Mercer over because they were in LA, and we were filming in Britain almost exclusively for the performance capture. So apparently the ad just hit. I'm going to wait. Let's wait, shall we? Wait until, let me know when the adverts are finished because that really pissed
I
everyone
will.
off.
I have a countdown here. We'll just like play. We need to like have like Jeopardy music or something that plays during it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's Jason Isaacs in it.
Yeah.
What? Let me guess. Does he play a bad guy?
Depending on your point of view, darling.
I guess it's true. I always try and play evil, and I can never do it. I always.
It's hard.
I don't know. I can't be mean. I want everybody to be happy.
You have to make some really fucked up. You have to make some really fucked up choices to go evil.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Are we free of adverts? Can I carry on?
In 20 seconds.
Oh
you
my
can carry on.
god.
We got 20 seconds.
Oh my god. Can people actually hear
I
me?
did know J.K. Simmons was in that. I did know that.
J.K. Simmons is
That's
in
so
it.
dope.
J.K. Simmons is in it. Jason
You're
Isaacs
in it, I think, right?
I'm in it here and there. And Maggie Robertson's in it as well.
Yes, I
Maggie's
saw
in
that.
it. She's awesome. She's really cool. As we know, we've got some really cool talent in this. Amazing talent. Doug Cockle, my friend Doug Cockle, who played the witch, isn't it?
Yes!
Yeah, Doug's in it. Matt Mercer's in it.
Geralt.
Yeah, Geralt, yeah. And we also have Jane Perry, who's in Returnal, who won the BAFTA for Returnal, actually. She's in it as well. My friend
nice.
Jane. So, yes, I was very... so, as I was saying, for people that missed it, I do the body doubling for both Minsk and also for Gortash, because neither of the actors could be on a regular basis flown backwards and forwards continually to the UK. They did their stuff remote, which because they don't live in the UK, they weren't available, which is fair enough because it was over a long period of time, and then it would be impossible to do that. So instead, I was approached by Jason Latino and Greg Lidstone from Larian, and I was deeply fucking honoured, by the way, to be asked in the first place, and they asked me to play those two roles in motion capture only. So the performances are theirs. I did the performance for body only. But yes, that was the only way we could get it done in time. So I did Gortash and Minsk. Minsk was so much fun to do. It was brilliant. Yep, so there we are. I'm probably getting into a lot of trouble for saying that. Hopefully not.
You're fine.
No, I mean, we've been talking about this. I'm pretty sure that it's okay to talk about it, so I'm not too worried. The game's been out for some time now. But yes, so I did the body doubling for that. So that's body doubling. What I like to do if I have the situation where I'm directing and I want there's voiceover later for a different actor to do the voiceover, what I like doing is setting the performance capture first. Because I think physically, if you've got a strong idea of the characters, you can add then another layer of the voice work with actors afterwards. I think it works better. We did that for Final Fantasy Kingsglaive when I played the lead, and then Aaron Paul. They always knew they were going to get an A-list actor, from film and TV and stuff, to do that role. But I was charged with creating the role with Takeshi Nozuru-san, and we sort of created the character in a very strong way. And then Aaron Paul, because he's a brilliant actor, then added some stuff beyond that as well. So I think it's a nicer way of working actually when you're doing performance capture sometimes. Because I think it's easier. I think it's in a way it's kind of easier in that way to have fun and explore. You just need to make sure that both actors you're hiring are equally good and equally talented to get a good role. Next up is for Kat. Hello, Kat. Please,
Excuse me.
hello, Kat. Please write something alongside "say please." Okay, say please, darling. There you go. So, say please, darling, on your knees. There you go.
It's the real line.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is. But you have to do something quite specific to get there, which is kind of tough. So you may not actually see it. A lot of the lines that we're going to read out tonight, none of which are really spoilery, to be perfectly honest, you may never see, because if you depend on your choices, there's loads of stuff you may completely miss, like hours and hours and hours of content. I'm not kidding. Like tens of hours of content you can easily miss by just not choosing the right thing. This is for Kat, and it doesn't stop you completing the game in any way, shape, or form. You just don't see it because you didn't make a choice. Isn't that fucking wild? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's why you just got to keep replaying it.
That's how you got to keep replaying it, and apparently even if you play it, the number of times you'd have to replay it to see literally everything the game has to offer is, we're talking hundreds of hours simply to see everything. There's even something I know about that you can't get to unless you do something which I don't think anybody's going to work out.
Can you tell me after? Tell me after.
Nope, no, I don't think I can actually. It's one of those few things I cannot friend DA. I was told this in confidence, and I think I'm one of the few people that knows about it as well. It's quite fucking crazy. At some point, somebody will find it for a very specific reason. But there's something. It's about 2 hours of content as well that nobody knows.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You haven't seen anybody do it
Haven't
yet?
seen anybody do it yet. It's fucking mad.
Does it involve Astarion?
I can't say anything. I'm literally not going to tell you anything about it. I'm not even going to give you a vague clue or hint.
Okay.
I'm just
I tried,
there's stuff
chat,
in there
I tried.
that nobody will ever see, probably. Fucking mad, isn't it? That's for Lara and Light. They're fucking brilliant. Anyway, next up is for Lenny. Please write the poem the way Astarion would. Roses are red, violets are blue. I like killing people. How about you?
I like that. Nina, thank you for the gift subs.
Thanks for the gift subs.
Thank you guys. Level 5 hype train. Thank you.
We had a level 13 hype train, so a max.
I saw that. I don't think I've ever seen it get that.
No, that was a first. How about you? From one narcissistic serial killer to another. There you go. So yes, a whole bunch of stuff. Blue that I'd like to be floating around the thing because people keep asking. New tattoo. Tongue is yellow from turmeric tea, not because I'm ill. And there was something else as well that I have to keep saying every 5 minutes because people keep asking. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so this is for Lenny. Roses are red, violets are blue. I like killing people. How about you? There you go. That's for you.
Cypher, thank you for the gift subs. Very kind of you, friend.
This is for Evelyn. Thank you very much for the gift subs, folks. Evelyn, something flirty, please, surprisingly. We have some very cool shit from the cast of Baldur's Gate 3 coming out. Some really cool stuff. Again, can't tell you, but it's coming soon. There's a whole bunch of cool shit coming out, which is great. So I'm really looking forward to people seeing that. Something flirty, folks. Something flirty, not loving. I only need a taste, I swear. My, don't you look good enough to eat? That one, yeah. My, don't you look good enough to eat?
That's a good one.
You are seriously reconsidering who you're going to romance now, aren't you?
Listen. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I saw Karlak, I think. And I was like,
cool.
hello.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, Karlak's fucking hot, man, literally and figuratively. So I directed Samantha Bayart in the romance scene at the. I'm not going to say anymore. There's a restaurant. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. I directed that scene with Samantha, and she is awesome. She's an amazing They are an amazing talent. Her pronouns are she, they, by the way. But they are an amazing talent. Amazing. Really cool. Anyway, next up is for Evelyn, something flirty. My, don't you look good enough to eat? There you are. Thank you very much. So about 20 minutes to take another break, folks, as we go through the last power hour, as it were. Next up is for Caitlin. Write something flirty naughty, please, if you don't mind. Can you add darling or my sweet? Of course I can. Flirty naughty. Okay, I've got one for you that's sort of a classic one. Careful.
I like.
I bite. I bite my sweet. I'm going to do that one. And then cheeky little pup. There you go.
The call, I agree. Everybody's like, which is awesome, asking for flirty lines, but saying, I want somebody to be like, write something that means that you're pissed at me. Like, write something.
We had one. We had somebody write, had someone write some angsty and pissed off. I was like, it was the only one so far in about, like, this is like day 9. I think stream 9 or 8 or something like that. It's the only one that's asked for something, like, really pissed off. I'm surprised, actually. I thought there'd be more, to be perfect. Judging by TikTok, I thought there'd be more. This is for Kate. Or Kate, or Kat, I guess. Kate, no, it's Kate, without the E. Hi Neil, thanks for being awesome. Surprisingly spicy starring quote that'll drop even the strongest warrior to their knees. On your knees. There you go. On your knees. Darling. I'm going to add a darling at the end of that, I guess. Darling. There you go. Nice and easy and straightforward that one was.
Oh, somebody says they asked for the rejection line.
Yeah, that's right.
Rejection line?
There's a rejection line.
Oh.
It's not you. It's not. Wait. This is, no, I'm not going to ruin it. Have you heard this line? I'm going to ruin it for you if you haven't.
Is it the I have standards?
Yes. It's standards.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's me. I have standards. I think that was quite. That was quite early on into the recording session. That was like year 1. That was like, I think that was month 1 or 2. And I think it was month 1 actually in my beginning of the 4 years. And I think it was that moment when I realised that I'm going to do almost anything. I made the decision very consciously that I'm going to make, as far as I can control that as the actor stepping into the words, I'm going to make him able to do anything. To say a line in any way. And I'm just going to see how much I can get past people before it just becomes normal. And I remember thinking, because I was sort of inspired by his naughtiness and his mischievous, I became quite mischievous as an actor. I was like, I'm going to do something weird with this line and just see whether people like it. Obviously based on the character and the wants and needs and objectives. But I was like, I'm going to push this line beyond where most people would push it. And just see. And 9 times out of 10 people, well, maybe not 9 times, 8 times out of 10, it worked. And people liked it and it kept in. It was just interesting. It was like, at one point I was like, I have total freedom. I can do whatever I want with it. That's not true. That's literally not true, folks. There's a director there who are awesome. They're very good. They guided me. They also told me no. Kirsty, they always told me no. So that's a little cheeky lie there. That's not true. I didn't have total freedom. But what I did do was definitely push the boundaries of where maybe other actors would have seen him. So I really push. And it worked. It kind of, people liked it.
I think it totally works. I think it resonates.
Yeah. For instance, there's one line, you're not going to eviscerate him. Pity. I was hoping for a show. Like that. So the eviscerate, as if I'm actually carving the word up. That was like a choice.
Ooh.
Eviscerate him. Like that. Next up is Mary. I couldn't pass up a second one. Thank you, Mary. Please write something on the darker side of morally grey. You mean black. You mean a dark. You mean basically not light and good and shit. You mean bad, is what you mean. The darker side of morally grey is dark, is bad. That's what you mean. The darker side of morally grey? Bad, you mean? You mean bad, morally bad. Fine. Alright, let's do that. So, can you say something that's incredibly grey to the point of being, dark and black? Yes, that side. All right, Mary, it's dark is what you mean, like seriously dark. All right, so the darker side of dark. Something that's morally. Can I kill them? Something. There's a line, isn't there?
Oh,
Pretty
this one's a good one.
please?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
What's that?
Let's go turn someone inside out.
Oh, that's a great one. Let's go turn someone inside out. That's a good one.
No way. This is all the same man.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go turn someone inside out.
You got that cute Kubrick stare.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh.
Amazing. So the laugh has stayed, by the way, Blue. I can't remember if I told you that or not. Astarian's laugh has been kicking around for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, since we've been streaming, I don't know if you noticed
Oh,
or not. I never used to.
oh.
I've never. In fact, if you were to go back to the early days of you and I knowing each other, I never laughed like that. Do you remember back in
Really?
MCM, all those kind of days and that kind of stuff?
Okay.
In
Yeah.
Birmingham?
Yeah.
You heard me laugh a lot. You never heard me laugh
Yeah.
like that. That's a new acquisition. I have acquired his high-pitched giggle.
He's in your mind.
It's part of me now, man. I can't give him. One of us will have to give each other up. It's not going to be me first. All right, so this is out of order. I think that doesn't belong there. I think it belongs in here. So let's do that.
Blue is
How?
snitching on TikToks. Yes. None of you are free of sin. None of you. I steal. I got 360 view.
This is for Ames. Oh, you meant be kinder. Pet bunnies, that sort of thing. That's definitely a line I said. I remember that one. Oh, you meant be kinder. Pet bunnies, that sort of thing. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, Red Panda Kitty, thank you for the gift subs. Red Panda Kitty, that's cute. That'd be a cute animal.
Possibly the animal we turned inside out, Blue. Red panda kitty, because it's covered in blood and viscera. I'll just let that thoughts ruminate in your mind, darling.
You're channeling him.
It's too late for Newbon, he's gone. It's just Astarian now. Oh dear.
Don't go into the light.
That's cool. Here you go. That is for Ames. Oh, you meant be kinder. Pet bunnies, that sort of thing. There you go. Next up is for... Thank you very much. Next up is for Catty. Catty. Hi Neil, thank you so much for your acting. Brings life into Starian is amazing. Thank you. Can you write a flirty good night message? Lots of love, Catty. Cat High. If I mispronounce your name, please let me know, folks, because some names are new to me, actually. It's a good night message. Good night. A good night message. The Sweet Dreams one, yeah. Something else before that, isn't there? The pleasure is all mine. Sweet dreams.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Genuinely, I can't wait to play this game.
Yeah, it's really...
I sunk hundreds of hours into like Dragon Age.
Oh man, Dragon Age was awesome, man. Dragon Age Origins?
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
Origins.
Oh wow, Origins was something else.
I think I went through every kind of conceivable option for that.
I did.
Inquisition too.
It's one of the few games where apart from... No, even with Skyrim, I've only ever made like 2 or 3 different versions of the character. Or Fallout the same. It's the only game I think I've ever done everything, like every Origin. I didn't finish the dwarf ones, but I did like the noble dwarf, the sort of the not noble dwarf, whatever that was, like the sort of like mercenary version. I did loads of them. So good.
I relied so much on magic, and when you're a dwarf, you can't use magic. So that's always such a bummer.
Mine was the opposite. I sort of like it didn't. I was sort of like.
Oh, we're getting rated by Nicole Tompkins.
Hey, Nicole Tompkins. Hey, Nicole Tompkins. How you, love? Hey, welcome in. Not sure if she's in chat, but I'm going to send her a message anyway. I'm going to send her a message on
Chat's going new.
on the
Hello,
old-fashioned
everybody.
way of saying hi. Hey, folks, welcome in. How was your stream, Nick? How's it going? I just got a message. Oh, I missed the message from you earlier. I'm sorry. Hello, darling. I missed your message. I was having a tete-a-tete with about 1,000 people here. Yes, they're rather rambunctious. Lots of people here. Got to go. Love you. Call me. Sorry, that's a message from Nick. Yeah, I don't know if Nick, are you here? Like Nicole Tompkins here? Are you here? Are they here? Thanks so much for the raid, folks. This is one of my mocap family.
Chaco Noom. Chaco Noom. She is here. She
Hey
is
Nicole.
here.
Hey Nicole. So Nicole Tompkins, amazing actor, awesome tour de force, playing Jill Valentine amongst many other creations. And she plays in Jill Valentine in Resident Evil 3. She also plays one of the horrendous nieces that Heisenberg has in Resident Evil Village, and she's awesome in that. As well as also you played Jill Valentine in the recent animation, which is fucking badass. Very cool. I checked that out. I like that a lot. It was very fun. And yes, and a ton of other stuff as well, stuff we can't talk about. You also were in the game Deliver Us Mars that I worked with you on again, and you kicked ass at Sarah in that one as too. Amazing actor. Check him out. If you don't know who Nicole Tompkins is, she's an amazing actor, and I'm very lucky to be able to call her my friend. And she played Daniela Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, as well as playing Jill Valentine. Jill fucking Valentine. Anyway, welcome. Missed you. Call me. Alright, love you loads. This is for Catty, as we just said, and thank you very much indeed for that. That's your good night message, which was, the pleasure is all mine. Sweet dreams. That's for you there as well. Cool, next up is for Tiffany, which is Fisty Puffs.
What?
They're online. This is going to send me off, I feel it. Their online name is Fisty Puffs.
It sounds like a cereal.
It sounds like something you need a safe word for.
Yeah. Sorry, Fisty Puffs. Keep saying. See, I go cereal. I went cereal.
I know. And I should have followed you, but I just couldn't because it's Fisty Puffs.
Like fisticuffs, right? Pugilism.
I was about to say pugilism, fisticuffs. I could have also gone, and instead I just ignored both of them and went for the red flag of the other one. And I regret. I could have gone for fisticuffs. I could have gone for cereal. No, just went straight ahead. Oh dear. I blame the fact that we've been going for about 3 fucking hours. That's cool. Anyway, so very quickly, the Fisty Puffs message. Please be something clean and not spicy. Just keep it clean, because I'm very close to breaking. It's been 3 hours and Blue is here. I'm already starting to cry with laughter. Okay. Love your range and voice work. Thank you very much. Is whipped cream and cherry on Astarion really like on the edge here? Okay. A kitten quote. No daddy. No daddy. Specifically, they don't want a daddy quote, they want a kitten quote. Thank you. Also, your Sir Potato from XB3. Yes, I play Xeon in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I actually am in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Apparently, his nickname is Sir Potato, which is just because he's into potatoes. He's really into potatoes in a slightly, I think, unhealthy way. He's into potatoes. So I play Xeon from Xenoblade Chronicles.
They wanted you to write no daddy, but they're saying no, they don't want
They don't
daddy.
want daddy. They're keeping it nice and clean, which
Can't
is
relate.
great, which is very
Can't
helpful.
relate, but okay.
I know. They're keeping it nice and clean, and they're just talking about potatoes and Fisty Puffs. And it's all innocent. It's not. They even talked about whipped cream and cherry on Astarion, but none of it is sexual. Apparently, it's all just nice.
Right?
And
No. Why would anybody's mind jump to that?
with
I don't know.
Potatoes and creams and whipped things. It's purely fine. So they want a kitten quote.
A kitten quote. What's a
Kitten
kitten quote?
About kittens. Not sexual again, just about,
Yeah?
kittens.
Yeah.
Meow, meow. So I think we got through this one without me breaking, which I'm
Yeah,
extraordinarily
no,
amazed
I
by.
did. I'm trying to drink water, so I'm trying.
We did I want chat. You should say well done because we did very well.
Oh,
We did very well.
not now, kitten whiskers. We'll discuss this later.
That's
Can you say that?
That's not a quote. That's not a quote I've said. That's bullshit.
No,
That's
it's
not
from
canonical.
It's Prince Charming from Shrek.
Really? If it's Prince Charming. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Not now, kitten whisk. What's that? Not now, what?
Not now, kitten whiskers.
Okay,
We'll discuss this later.
fine. That'll work because it's from, yeah. We'll discuss this later. So here's the thing, folks. Blue and I only completely destroy and break. Genuinely. It's not put on.
No.
This time I didn't break.
No.
I was very close to, but I didn't. We don't
yeah.
force it. It
Yeah.
has to happen organically.
I'm trying.
Fisty buffs. Sorry.
Can you say that line as Starry?
Yeah, I can. Not now, kitten whiskers. We'll discuss this later. There you go. That's for fisty puffs. Not now, fisty puffs. So stupid. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Alright, thank you very much, Fisty Puffs and Tiffany, being both the same person. There's no daddy on there, it's all nice, good, clean family fun on this very mature channel. So next up is for Lexi. Thank you very much, Lexi. We're going to take a short hydration break in a short while, folks. It's for Lexi. You're right. You're hanging in there, mate.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You've only been doing this an hour. like, what's going on? Sort yourself out.
I'm good.
You got
I'm good.
All right. Your fantastic performance, thank you, has inspired me to pursue voice acting. Again, it's acting, folks, with voice work. That's cool. Would love a line from Astarion about the Dark Urge. There is a line from Astarion about Dark Urge, actually. Somebody can help me out. There is definitely a line that's specific to the Dark Urge from him. That would be great if we can get that, if you know it.
Is that when you try and bite him and he's like?
No, there's a whole bunch of lines. It's when they try to.
Oh.
It's when they try to attack you. We ask before we bite. There you go.
That's a good one.
We ask before we bite. It's really funny.
It's good manners. It's just good manners.
It's just good manners, isn't it? We ask before we bite. That's a nice one. Yeah, that's funny. Whew, we're going to take some questions in a second, folks. We're going to take a little hydration break. We'll be back in a short while, about 5-10 minutes. This is for Lexi. Thank you very much, Lexi. We're going to be back in a short while. We may go a bit longer depending on Blue's schedule. Depends on how fucking delirious I am by the end of this. Because that'd be good to carry on a little bit longer. So we'll just see how you're doing, Blue, and how everybody's going. We may
I'm
stop.
good.
We may stop it now. Sorry, mate.
I said I'm good.
Cool.
I'm good.
Cool. And we're going to so we're going to take a tiny little break now, and 5-10 minutes I think it is, and we'll see you back here. Please don't go away. It's been great to have all of you. Just to let you know, we're going at least another hour, possibly longer, and then we're definitely raiding people because we like to raid people. We'll be doing that afterwards as well. Nicole Tompkins, mwah, chef's kiss to you as a human being and also an actor. So thanks very much. So stick around, just taking a little intermission. I'll be right back.
After these messages.
Roaming free in the world, trials and tales untold.
Vagabonds are we, unlikely heroes to see.
We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
Living free in the world,
Roaming free in the
seven
world.
mysteries unfold.
We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Vagabonds are we,
Vagabonds are we.
heroes you will see.
We'll fight and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
The tale begins, night falls and dims. We'll laugh and we'll sing as a story we shall bring and find our way back home. And find our way back home.
Find and we'll glide through the darkest of the night and find our way back home.
Hi, I've had chocolate. Can you tell? Can you tell that I've had chocolate, Blue? Oh, nobody can hear. Wait. Nobody can hear you. Now you can tell me whether or not I've had chocolate.
Now, nope. You look perfectly composed, my friend.
It's chocolate from here to our teeth.
Smile, smile,
No.
Dave.
No. I'm still eating the chocolate. Hi, folks. Welcome back in. It's the last hour, and I've suddenly realised I'm missing a print, so I have to go and do the thing that I should have done and find the print, because I'm missing a print. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, it's here. I threw it on. No, I didn't throw it on the floor. Maybe I did. This is somebody else's that I got wrong, so I'm I'm just going to change the numbers. Hi folks, welcome back in. I look tiny in my video. My video's in the wrong place. I look tiny. I'm actually very tall.
You're small.
I said my actual height, I think the other day. And I saw a message in chat going, "You're what?" Like, because I look tiny apparently. You're what? You're tall? It's because Astarian.
And I'm tall. It's nice looking up at somebody.
Well,
for a change.
yeah, right. Astarian's 5'9", so people know that height. They didn't know what my height was, I guess. So they're like, "You're what?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm 6'2", dude." So they were like, "But Astarian's tiny. It doesn't make it. You can't be liar." So yeah, I'm not.
You guys think
I'm not
5'9" is short? What do you mean short, King? I don't think 5'9" is short.
For
I mean, it's not
for an elf, it's kind of short.
For an elf? Oh, okay.
I didn't even know he was that short for like years of playing him. I didn't know he was like. No, he's not short. He's below average, let's say, for in some departments, not in others, darling, not in others. He's vertically shorter than most elves. He's quite a runt.
Aww.
But yes, I'm quite tall myself. So there you go. The wonders of mocap.
He's not short. He's fun sized.
He's fun. He's 5'9" is not short. 5'9" is not short. 5'9" is like average.
It's not.
It's not. It's like the average height of a guy. So yeah, it's not short at all, folks. Okay, this is Lexi. Hi, Lexi. Would love a line from Astarian about the Dark Urge. We had that earlier, which we're going to do again.
We did.
What was it? How did the quote go?
We ask before we bite?
Yes, that's right. Oh, this pen is dying. Pen. You can't quit on me. You've still got some left in there. Don't quit on me.
Oh. F in the chat, maybe?
F in the chat.
Maybe?
Because you know, we have a ritual with these pens when they start fucking around like this. You know what it is? We throw them hard against the wall and scream at them. Yep,
we need to get you like a sponsorship. Can we get you a pen sponsor?
F in the chat, motherfuckers. This thing's going for a ride. You ready?
Chuck it.
I can't remember. I don't know who we make this one out to. Who do we deify this with? You're gonna see the god of community. Blue House medic now, boy. Hey, you're out of here. That one's gone. That one had its chance and it fucking blew it live on camera. Okay, and that's also put the fear of God into this pen to make it work. We ask before we bite.
I think of you didn't say the magic word.
You didn't say the magic word. That's from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, it is.
Thank
boy.
you. Thank you. I know my film references. I'm great at pub quizzes. Pub quizzes. There you go. That's for Lexi. Thank you. Sober as a judge. Oh fuck me! I've done it twice. Wait. What's happened? Hang on a second.
What'd you do?
I think I fucked up. Is what I did. I think I fucked up. Yep. Okay, we're not doing more than an hour because I did the same print twice. Holy shit. Okay, so I'm tired. Alright, I thought it was like, I feel great. Nope. Pretty fucking tired, actually. Okay, so I need to double check the other one that I did before this to make sure that's... Oh, I see. The other one disappeared because they cancelled. That's fine. Alrighty, no worries at all. That makes more sense now. I'm going to just see which one's better, actually. This one's better.
Let me see.
This one's the better one, so I made a little mistake on the exclamation mark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's out of here. So I've got the good one for you. Well done, Lexi. You got reprieved. You got a second one coming in. Alrighty, there you go, Lexi. Thank you very much indeed. Next up is for Saskia. Thank you for giving Astarian life. I'd love the quote, "Here's my little treat," with their cheeks all flushed. Maybe a Gustarian as well. Gustarian is making its presence known. I love the fact we have Gustarian in our lives, don't you, Blue?
I do too. It makes me so happy because it just fits.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why it just fits, but it does.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? There's no actual logical reason why it should work, and yet somehow it kind of does. bizarre.
Honk. Because the way they spell it is HONQU or something like with a Q.
What's that?
Honk.
Honk.
They
Yeah, with a
spell
Q.
it instead of HONK like honk, it's like with a Q.
Yeah.
So it's like honk.
Because it's affected, darling. It's affected. Because it's affectation, my darling.
Yeah. Look
It's-
at all
it's
the honks in the chat.
It's spruce hyperbole, love. It's over the top and theatrical bullshit, darling. They spell it with a Q.
Honk Anderson. That's funny, Lou.
Yeah. So there you go.
Lieutenant Honk Anderson.
We had an amazing name the other day. What was it? Rain Baxter. We just started
Oh,
such
yeah.
a fucking action hero. It's awesome. Honk. There we go.
Yeah, Le Honk. Yeah, it's very gentlemanly.
Le Honk. We also have the Cockney version of Honk. So there's your little Gustarian. The Cockney version of Gustarian is Onk Onk mate. Onk Onk mate. It's like jog on. Onk Onk. Onk Onk.
I like that.
It's actually, in fact, there's actually a film with Cockney Gustarian which is called Snatched, except it's about sandwiches.
I just called like.
Yeah. Is that your sandwich, son? Not anymore. Onk Onk. Snatched. That's the plug of the film there. Next up
Honk
is
Honk lads.
Onk Onk lads. Onk Onk lads. It's a fuzz. We better do one. All right. It's this is for Christina. Could you write? I'm all pointy ears, my love. And please write a cheeky roar. I'm getting Astarion tattooed soon. Oh my god. This is like the third Astarion tattoo I've seen. Not seen, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Rumour has it. This is for Christina.
I like the roar. Is it spelled R-A-W-R?
It is.
Roar.
It literally is. I'm pretty sure you can see it pop up as like a speech bubble. It's because it's
Yeah.
pad. It's pad, so it's walking around the world stuff, which is what pad is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's spelled like that. I'm all pointy ears, my love.
How do we get a signing? So signings are currently closed at the moment.
They are indeed. Roar. The reason they're closed, folks, is because we would never finish because you have all been so unbelievably generous that we do have to push on. I've got loads of other work. I'm directing a game currently at the moment. I'm also working as an actor, and I've got meetings about other projects we're pitching on, etc. So, in order to be able to get everything done in time, so it doesn't just go on and on and on, we had to close it on Friday. The thing is, we will be doing another signing pretty soon, actually. There will be another signing I'll be doing reasonably soon. We'll give you enough heads up about that. So you will be able to go online and get a print. That's not a problem, that's going to happen. I'm not sure exactly when, but relatively soon, like sooner than you think. Also, I'm at conventions now, so I'm going to be at MCM London. This is for Christina. I'm all pointy ears, my love. I'm doing Insomnia Festival as well, and there are conversations about other festivals beyond that, so I'll let you know how those go and when I can talk about that kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks very much. But don't worry, if you can't get one online, don't worry, we are doing more signings. They will be happening. And I actually appreciate the fact that people want to buy prints from me. It's amazing, so thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. This is from Maddie. First ever signed print. Oh, I'm your first. Like so many people's. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You are perfect every time. Cheeky little pup is what they want. Plus an Astarian doodle with your ooh face. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that. I can do
I can put that. It's chat. Give him it's UWU.
Yeah, I know, but what's that with a face? Is that where the mouth is or something? How does that work?
So that's the eyes and the mouth. So the eyes are the U,
okay,
and the W
okay.
is like the little smile.
Okay. What does that mean?
So it's like big U.
In youth lexicon, what does ooh mean?
It's like it's so cute. Like ooh,
Oh, okay.
it's so cute.
It's not like they're choking to death and they need somebody to give them the high
No.
They're not like they
You have to
need
pay
the,
extra for that.
They don't need. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, yeah. I get actually, you know what? You say that out loud, and actually, it's true. It's true. You do have to pay extra for that. Cheeky little pup. Okay. Oh wait, you didn't mean that. You didn't mean what I was meaning. Okay, I suddenly realised what you were talking about was not what I was saying. No, but except
Any drops?
except that now that I've said it out loud, it's exactly what Blue was saying was what I meant. Is what I'm saying now. That's now what I'm saying. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, Neil.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Fucking hell. Okay, so ooh woo. That looks fucking strange to me, dude. I'm not sure about that. Okay. So it looks like he's fucking terrifying actually. This makes him look fucking scary. Looks like
No, I
a killer clown.
need to see. I need to see.
It looks like he's a fucking killer clown from outer space, man. Look at that. There you go. Ooh. Not sure that works, dude. Not sure about that. I'm on the fence about the ooh face. Anyway, that is for Maddie, and you asked for it, so you got it. You got it. Can we get a question, actually? I think a professional question, please, Blue.
Yeah. Okay.
Meow. Well, your voice sounded incredibly strange. What was going on there?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm so sorry I didn't get this person's handle, but they wanted to know if you do specific exercises to get into character.
Yes. Many. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, they're called basic relaxation exercises, or I call them like dropping into character. Yes, there are a series of tools that usually come very organically. For instance, for Astarion, I say the line that I drop into, I get into his very unique bass pose, which is a unique pose in the whole game. Most characters don't have that; they have more generic stuff. His is very unusual. That he sort of opens up and looks down at his nose at everybody. Character trait again. And I sort of would do that, and then also repeat the line, "Oh, hello, my name's Astarion," and I'd go through a whole pitch change. So I'd use a scale. Hello, my name's Astarion. Hello, my name's Astarion. Hello, my name's Astarion. I'd use all the pitches that he has naturally in his resonance as a warm-up exercise to get back into the voice, into the accent, but also drop into the character. I also use music as well. There's a Spotify playlist, which I think you can find probably under my name, which is called Astarion, and there's about 120 songs or something, and a lot of that's to do with scene work or to do with this character, and some of it's just to do with starting the day of work, because sometimes it'd be like a long day, and I just wanted to get into the work. So yeah, lots of different tools I used. Yep, there you go. This is for Kayla. Can you make it a little extra gay, spicy, saucy, pretty please, with a cherry on top? I'm gonna draw a cherry on his head, because that's where we are right now. Blue, I'm in that frame of mind. I'm just going to put a little cherry on his head. Better than in between his butt crack. So a little saucy line, please, folks. A saucy line.
Saucy.
It's 8 hours, 49 minutes for the playlist. Somebody's actually listened to it. It's 124 songs.
Oh, wow.
I promise you a night you'll never forget. I promise you a night you'll never forget. You a night you'll never forget. Pen's being a dick.
Oh, Massive Attack. That's a good one. I love Massive Attack.
Yeah, check it out. I'll send it to you. I'll send you a link to it, Blue. It's a good one though.
Yeah, I think somebody dropped it in the chat. Vero dropped it.
Yeah,
into the chat.
it's a play. I don't mind people accessing that. It's kind of cool. By the way, anybody that's been like donating as well, thank you very much. Somebody called Dominique, who I won't give the full name out, but they've been incredibly generous, so thank you very much to them. And I just got one as well, donation from somebody else. That's really kind of you. From Alexandra as well. So Alexandra and Dominique, thank you very much indeed for donating. It's really sweet of you. You don't have to do that. So thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, especially Dominique's been incredibly generous, so thank you. And again, folks, we use a lot of this stuff goes back into the stream. For instance, we just bought a gaming laptop for Tom, who's been in severe need of that for years, so he can play BG3. We also, all the guests that come on, we tend to try and buy the games that they play with us for them, as well as technical equipment and other bits and pieces that we do. So we use a lot of the money goes straight back into the stream, so really appreciate you. So thank you very much indeed for helping us create this community with you all. Well, you are the community. We just make the stuff. These things. Whatever this is, nothing. That's for Kayla. I'm really tired. Starting to fucking talking shit now. Just fucking rambling, dude. That's for Kayla. All right, and we are going to quit at in half an hour, so 35 minutes, which is our official stop time. But I'm not going to go any further because I no longer make fucking sense.
I understand you perfectly, but I speak fluent Neil.
You
So,
speak fluent Neil, but
I got-
not everybody does, man. So it takes years of friendship to speak fluent Neil. All right, this is for Molly, and not everybody's allowed. You are full of surprises, aren't you? Are full of surprises, aren't you? That's for Molly. Maybe with a darling thrown in there for good measure, absolutely. These pens, dude, they're fucking testing me, man. Pens are testing me. They don't want to live. They're like lemmings off a cliff.
I feel like there's got to be some kind of hack to keep those things alive.
Sure, I'm just like whacking the fucking nib or some bullshit pedestrian answer. Yes, that seems to be working. That's it. It's a bullshit fucking answer to sorting this problem.
You have to whisper sweet nothings in its ear, sweet
Fuck
affirmations,
that. I already
and then
have
it
a
will.
job. I'm not doing that. I have to be parent to a fucking pen. It's Lovo or something. No, I draw the line here.
Oh, thank you, Nina, again for the gift sub. You're
Thanks,
so kind.
Felix. Molly, you are full of Take two. You are full of surprises, aren't you, darling? There you go. Yeah, I'm fucking tired, man. I can feel it. I'm starting to make no sense. And we've got
You're hitting the wall. You're hitting the wall.
yeah, hitting the wall soon. So we've got a playthrough tomorrow, folks. We're carrying on our playthrough, myself and Tom. And then on Saturday and Sunday, the mega signing is happening with Blue and Tom as well. Sunday the same. And then the following week, we're probably going to need an extra signing just to finish everything off. So that is going to happen,
Yarp.
I think. Yarp. So this is for Molly. Thank you very much indeed, Molly. Thank you. Thanks,
Mint.
thank you so much. Thanks, Mint. See ya. Thanks to the mod team for sticking with us and being amazing and helping out. It's really appreciated. So thank you very much, everybody. Next up is we don't know the name. They might want to keep it blank. I don't know. I can't write eBay because I was told not to by somebody who kept it blank. They literally went parenthesis not eBay.
She knows you so well.
Yeah. So, will you please write this quote? If you're reading this, you managed to bed or behead me. Either way, you got lucky. Which is a quote from the game.
For what?
From his underwear. Because there's nudity in this. Because there's nudity, you can take their underwear off, and if you take it, you can see in their underwear it says, "If you're reading this, you managed to bed or behead me. Either way, you got lucky."
Oh my god, that's incredible.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
Oh my god.
Dude. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
yeah, it's fucking awesome. I didn't even know about that.
Did you guys know? I did see a TikTok that if you are in the character, like you have your character up, and you can rotate your character to look at their outfit,
Yeah.
right? Like in the menu.
Yeah.
If you twirl them around for a while, they'll do a pirouette.
No.
If you spin the little character around in the
No.
model screen, their arms will raise and they'll do a pirouette.
No.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
I wonder if that's based on the shit I used to do in between takes. Does it
You
look
gotta
like?
go a certain speed. You gotta go kind of fast.
Does it look like a very ungainly pirouette, like somebody taking the piss?
No, it
Or is
looked
it a
like
beautiful-
legit.
Okay, in which case it probably wasn't me. It was probably actually a dance. Because there's dance choreographer they use for some magic stuff. I did some of the magic stuff as well, but they used an amazing dancer choreographer for most of the magic stuff. So it's probably them. But I didn't know that. That's fucking boss. I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
I know, I saw it in a TikTok. Let me see if I liked it so I can go back and find it. I
Amazing.
don't know.
There's shit like that all over the place in this game. I swear to God, there's hours of content that if you just make one extra choice, you can skip. You just go past it. You can kill everybody in this game. Everybody. There's not a single character in this game that you can't kill. Some of them are harder than others, but you could theoretically go on a murder spree and murder every quest giver, every NPC, every party member, and
Oh
kill
my gosh.
everybody. I don't even know.
Oh my God.
You probably can kill Withers, who's a character I'm not going to talk about because you haven't met him yet. But there might. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Maybe not that person because there's a reason for it. But basically, you can kill
Murder
everyone.
hoboing.
Yeah.
Wait, can you kill? I know the dog Scratch. You can't kill Scratch.
Sure. Withers you probably can't because there's a reason for that.
Oh.
But the dog you probably can. Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Somebody says there's 2 individuals you can't murder. Out of
Oh.
about 1,000 or 2,000 characters.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, isn't that mad? And most of them have like things to do and quests and stuff to talk about, and you can kill them all. And just carry on. And actually, the game will allow you to because it doesn't block you. You can't kill the children. I think is the only thing you can't do.
It's like real D&D.
Yeah, it's like real
you
D&D.
know?
The only thing you can't do is kill kids. I think, which is fair enough.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Actually, the original Fallout 2, you could, and if you did it, you got branded child killer, and then everybody in the game from there on in would treat you differently.
Oh, see, I like that. Real consequences.
Real consequences. So basically, it gives you a child killer tag, and if you do that, and this is Fallout 2 back in the 90s, then you can kill the kids. Apparently, you can kill the kids. Holy shit, you can kill the kids. Okay, you can kill the kids. Well, if you want to do that, you can kill them. You just can't. You can't.
Oh,
kill,
we're in an ad break, by the way. We're in an
Okay,
ad break.
there's certain kids you can't kill apparently. All right, so this is for them, whoever this person is. There you go. Thank you very much indeed. We're in an ad break. Okay, let's just take 5. We'll just hang.
Thank you, 5. Thank you, 5.
Thank you, 5. I am slowing down anyway, so it's starting to slow down, which is fine.
You can kill goblin kids, but not tiefling kids? Oh.
That's a little weird, isn't it? Yeah.
That's, I don't know how I feel about that.
No, it's a little weird.
Yeah, can you take a power nap?
Yeah. That's very
Fallout 2 was
funny.
amazing. I do like
Fallout 2
I
is
do like
fucking brilliant. I liked Fallout Tactics, even though not everybody did. It was quite RPG light in some ways, but it still had a story and you still followed it. It was still like an RPG. It was just like you had to do the missions. You couldn't just go anywhere. You just had to follow the missions. I thought it was fucking brilliant. I really liked that game. Fucking badass. Very cool game.
Karen Barina. Does anyone know when Neil will go into spoiler territory? I want to know what their favorite scene is.
I'm not doing spoiler territory. Sorry, folks. PS5 has not come out yet. It's not cool.
Yeah,
Blue is
I
right
don't know
here,
what
my
happened.
friend. So I'm not doing spoilers of anything. I won't be talking about anything to do with the game probably for some time. Probably for a while, because I don't want people to miss it. It kind of sucks. I'll allude to things like I have been doing today, but I'm not doing spoilers. Sorry, folks.
I like the teasers. It makes me excited to play.
Teasers are good.
You know,
Teasers
it's
are
like
fun.
ooh.
Teasers are like, yeah, this is exciting. You can do this. Oh, cool. And things like the pirouette stuff. That's not a spoiler. That's just like something cool.
No,
that
that's
nobody
just
knows
fun
about.
in the game.
Yeah, but I'm not doing story spoilers. Sorry, folks. I'm not doing that.
Ad break ends in 10 seconds.
Okay.
You good? Rally, Neil.
So sleepy. So unbelievably sleepy. So tired. I'm tired of it all, Blue. Tired of it all. They keep asking me back.
Is this your sleepy voice?
My sleepy voice. Huh? What? Okay. No. Yeah. My sleepy voice is a whole different thing. Okay, we're back. Something romantic or sweet, please, folks, for Alicia. I also don't have a favourite scene per se. There's some amazing scenes I've been a part of. God, you're beautiful. I'm gonna go with them. There's been amazing scenes that I've been a part of, and there's a couple that do stand out. But I don't have a favourite one. There's so many cool stuff. There's so many cool things I did in this. God, you're beautiful is the quote for.
What a delectable little pet.
Yeah, nice. Okay. That is for Alicia. God, you're beautiful with hearts everywhere, including his bottom. My fangs are up here, darling. Okay, that's that. Yeah, I don't have a favourite scene per se. There's some really amazing ones. There's a really awesome one that I was a part of, which I feel very honoured and grateful that I was given that. That was a beautiful scene. That was an amazing scene to do. Which, there's a couple of scenes. There's one scene that we did one version of that scene in one take, straight through. And it was awesome. I was with Thomas Mitchells for that. Tom Mitchell's, who's a director at Pit Stop. I was with him for that. We did. There's a run of lines in the scene which you can do individually. We did the whole thing because I was asked. Tom asked me, like, "Do you want to do runs?" I was like, "I want to do the entire thing straight through, like a traditional scene work shoot, as opposed to line by line, because it just wouldn't have worked otherwise. You can't break it up and do a line and then move on, do the line 3 times and move on, do the line 3 times and move on, whatever, or 2 times and move on. It didn't work. It was like you have to feel every line, you have to link all the lines, they have to be concurrently experienced. You can't just do it just wouldn't work. So we did it and it was fucking brilliant. I'm pretty sure he took the first one, the first take. I think we did it in one. It was fucking great. Very cool moment. Yeah, I enjoyed that. This is for Hillary. Hello, Hillary. Hello, Hillary. Starring story resonated with me. Could you please, a meaningful or perhaps a romantic quote? You're not alone in this. None of us are. There we go.
Aww. Oh, people say that they know what scene you're talking about, and it's a really good scene. Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. But again, you might miss it depending on your choices.
Oh.
That's the thing about this game, dude. It's just like a D&D game. It depends on what you want to do, and some things you'll just never see unless if on a playthrough, unless you make specific choices. And there's a whole bunch of ways that you can avoid making that choice. And there's a whole bunch of conditions that could stop that choice from happening. So it's kind of mad. It's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna spend like 500 hours. You have to comb through everything.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, okay, well, good luck with that. It's going to take you a while, though. This is for Hillary. You're not alone in this. None of us are. You can also play as me. You know that as the origin, right? And that gives you a different twist. You can play as Astarion. That gives you different things, including a different ending.
Oh, see, I like that.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
I'm gonna spend 5 hours in character creation.
Yeah. I did mine pretty quickly because I understand how the character creation works. Also, the character creation, when you select different classes and it changes and does movements, as well as the different races, all of that is me. When you see like a halfling and like there's a gnome who like kicks his feet, who's a little bit itchy feet, that's me. The Dragon Ball, everything, all of those cats, I did that in mocap with Thierry in Ghent, and also in Guildford, and I also did the origin characters introductions, playing all the different characters. I referenced the actual actors doing it in PCAP, but this was a very last minute addition, and they couldn't get all 11 actors down, or no, not 11, 6 actors, the origin characters, specifically to Guildford to do it, because it was just crazy and short notice and people weren't available. So I ended up doing each of the characters, and I had to follow their body language and work out their characters based on what they'd done for the last 4 years. It was awesome. It was a great fucking day. Really interesting work, and yeah, very sweet that they asked me again, and also that the actors were so good, that were so different and varied. So I've had a ball. This game's been amazing. I'm a very lucky actor. I am going to be calling it soon, folks, because I'm rambling like shit. I'm rambling like fucking shit.
But we love to hear you ramble,
I'm
but yes,
rambling
it is
a lot.
also
It's
quite late. Should I look to see somebody we could raid and kind of start looking around?
How about a last question? Let me I'm going to have a look as well to raid, because I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look. So let's have a look together. This is the last one for Jenny. This is the last one tonight, folks. I'm going to be picking this up again on Saturday, unless something happens on Friday, in which case I'll let you know. But Saturday, Sunday's our next stream, so we'll be picking this up and hopefully finishing either then or early in the next week, as we try and finish as soon as possible. Certainly before I'm supposed to go to Insomnia Festival to do more signings. A little flirty comment or positive affirmation. A flirty comment or positive affirmation. I like the positive affirmation one. You're not alone in this. I like that line a lot. You're not alone in this. None of us are. I like that one. It's not flirty, but
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's a positive affirmation. We all need to hear that from time to time.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Even the pens do, don't you, little vicious bastard?
I like that. Good night, honk. Yes. Honk. Good night, chat. Not yet. Don't go anywhere.
Not yet, folks.
But
still gonna raid the crap out of
get your honks ready.
Oh, this fucking pen! You want to steal the limelight pen?
Sidarian had a question that I also was curious about. I understand if you can't.
Yeah.
Well, can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Sidarian says, did you get to improvise any of your lines, or was it all scripted?
Very, very occasionally I added. I didn't improvise the line. I added embellishments. Very rarely. We always checked with Stephen. None of us are. Wait. Sorry, 1 second. We always had a writer online. Mine was Stephen Rooney, he's awesome. So we always checked it first. Occasionally, what I would do a lot of is I made a choice early on that I didn't like the idea that Astarion ever used contractions very much. So we avoided its, things like that, or that's. I would say that is. I also say things like whilst as opposed to while. This is for Jenny.
Ooh.
So I made a lot of those creative choices, which they were fine about at the end. The directors just basically okayed it at the end because it was sort of an established thing at that point. But I didn't improvise really. I improvised a lot in between the takes to keep up the idea of Astarion. So there's fucking tons of hours of me fucking around with the edit suite, the audio crew and the mocap crew and the directors making jokes as Astarion. There are hundreds of hours of that somewhere in Pit Stop Productions. I don't know if they kept them or not, but they're there somewhere. Of hundreds of hours of me making jokes and getting people to laugh and keeping the
People
fun
would
going.
watch that.
Well, you have to ask Pit Stop and Lauren if they'll release it. So I did a lot of improvisation with that. And all that did was basically keep me in the creative moment of Astarion, because he's like that anyway. So I had a lot of fun with that. But the lines themselves were so well written, we didn't really have to improvise very much. Very occasionally, I think it was like a line I may have added or changed significantly as to be different in that way. But on the whole, no, not really. They were just really well written. Very
Yeah, I was
well
gonna say.
written. So that is the last one for tonight, folks. Tomorrow we are doing a playthrough. We're still up. The idea of the playthrough, folks, is that we're going to complete the game. Myself and Tom have decided it's one of the few hugely long games that we are actually going to go from start to fucking finish, because it is a massive game. It will take us quite some time to get through it. But I think it's really cool. I think, you know what? Why fucking not? Why not indeed? I'm just going to have a quick butchers to see who is playing that we can raid. I like the idea of just freaking the shit out of somebody.
Yes,
what I mean?
yes.
Of like 1,000 fucking people turning up to somebody who's got like 10 people going at the moment. So let's see who's around and what we got. There is somebody here who has got 4 people.
Ooh.
They're
That's a good one.
LGBTQIA plus friendly, which is great. They seem like a cool cat.
Do you want me?
No, I'm
Do you
gonna.
want me to send?
I can do it. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate them. So we're gonna do this person who has 4 people. So please, dear gods, stay around and hang out, because we're about to blow somebody's tiny little mind. Okay, stay around. So the raid has started. Start the raid now. Thank you so much, everybody. Blue, thank you so much for hanging out. Mods, thank you so much. And chat is awesome. We'll see you all real soon. See you tomorrow, in fact. Thanks, Blue. Night, mate.
Thanks for hanging.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you, folks. Bye.